Hello, everyone. Yeah, sorry. As you may have noticed, the bot seems to be. It's responding, but it's not responding to channel point redeems, which is a separate bit of the Twitch API. So something is broken somewhere. If you can use the redeem anyway, and I'll just manually give you a flower. Welcome in, everybody. Hello to Harry. Good to see you. I feel like I've seen you a lot today. I think we've been hanging out in the same streams while I've been working today. Hello to Avi. Hello to Antephoria. Hello to Matcha. Congratulations on redeeming first. El Tibago says, sorry, Emery's bot is late. Yeah, I mean, there we go. For reference, Harry and Tibago, since you're mods, you can use the flower command on other people to give them flowers, if I don't notice. I will try to have the bot fixed for next stream. Hello Sam, welcome. Hope you had a good week, and if you didn't, well, fear not, the weekend is here. You have 3 Emma streams coming up, and they're all really cozy games, so can't go wrong with a bit of cozy gameplay. Matcha says bot slept too late. The bot is here. The bot is here and responding to commands. It's just not responding to channel point redemptions. Matcha says bot is on a boycott, needs a raise or else no flowers. Look, I can't afford to pay my mods, never mind my bots. I do my best. Obviously, I'm a professional programmer, you see, so this is the sort of quality code that you can expect from me. Anyway, we're going to get back into Slime Rancher here. Let me just get the game set up. Sound would be nice. I think that's sound. As always, let me know if you're happy with the sound level, if you think it's too loud, too quiet, or too sideways. I will endeavour to address that issue. OBS, please. Yes, okay. LT Bago and Harry are now deciding who's going to do the redeems to avoid double flowers. Yes, very sensible. So let's get right back into things here. If anyone wasn't here last Friday, we started this game. This is a game I've played before, but it's cozy and it's fun, so I certainly don't mind playing through it again on stream. Yeah, so we made some decent progress last week. We have some corrals full of very happy looking slimes who are eating up all their food, and we have some chickens, and best not ask what happens to the chickens, but we have some chickens, look. And I'm currently carrying around with me some puddle slimes, and it's occurred to me that I should probably make a pond for them. Later in the game you do get a free pond with one area of the ranch that I haven't unlocked yet. So it's sort of a waste of money to buy a separate pond, but for the time being, here is a pond for my puddle slimes to live in. Puddle slimes are the best slimes because they don't need feeding, they just drink water. So they'll just chill out here, being very happy. And Abby asks, how are you today? I am doing okay, thank you. Work was the usual. Without revealing too many details, we've had a particularly awkward client this week. There's been a lot of meetings, a lot of last minute changes in requirements. I think I've managed to get it all sorted, but The best news by far is that I don't have to worry about any of that until next week now, because we are here. But thank you for asking, Abby, and I hope you're okay as well, and I hope everybody else is okay. Right, okay. Now that we've had quests from everybody once, we can choose who we'd rather have a quest from. Mochi gives you quests where you have to give them slimes, and Thora gives you quests where you have to give them food, I think. So that's probably going to be easier to complete. Yeah, see, they want, well, food and sometimes plorts as well. Avi says, weekend time, no need to worry about work. Yes, see, Avi gets it. Now, I probably can complete this quest. I might as well, because it gives me money. And a chicken. So we'll go ahead and put 4 of those in. 3 phosphor plorts. I can certainly do that. There's literally tons of them on the floor here. And 7 of those. It's just... I don't have a pogo fruit tree anymore because it's not actually the favourite food of any slime. However, there are conveniently placed pogo fruit trees just outside the... Look at this! These fruits have fallen off this tree and the slimes are all jumping to try and get to them. I would feed you them, but I'm afraid I need them for quests, sorry. Avi says, I've been okay. I'm glad to hear that, Avi. If anybody is not okay and needs to talk, would like to say that my Discord DMs are always open. Sometimes it's best not to talk in Twitch chat, although you're welcome to do that as well. But if anyone ever feels, oh, I wish I had someone to talk to, please do come to my Discord DMs. You will be most welcome there. Okay, Howie has agreed who's going to be doing Flower of the Day. In case anybody else redeems it. Let's give these guys some carrots and some rock plorts. So you'll notice that, my reward from the quest, although it looks like a rock plort, it's not actually the same. It's a crystal plort. Crystal slimes come a bit later in the game. I haven't unlocked them yet. But the good news is we get to sell them for quite a bit more than the other plorts that we... The more you sell a plort, the more it goes down in value. So you see the pink ones are down to just 5 each now. There you go. El Tibago says, I'm not okay. I stupidly agreed to some IRL socialising last week. It can be tough, I know, but I should stress that there is nothing inherently wrong with IRL socialising. I don't like it either. I don't have great social skills. I get nervous, I'm introverted, I don't like being around people, but it's more about the people than anything else. If I hang out with the right people, I'm happy. I think there's plenty of people who are in this stream with us right now. I could hang out with you people and I would be fine because, you know, you people understand me and we're all kind of similar here. So yeah, it depends. If you do have to hang out with people who you don't really have that vibe with, Tibago, then you know, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, it's only for a bit, and it will keep your your relatives happy. So it's not a bad thing. Let's feed you guys some stony hens. You guys are hungry, but yeah, growing fruit and veg is a lot easier in this game than growing chickens. It can be hard to keep up with the slime's demands if they are meat eaters. Hello, Ren. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Sam also can't understand why anyone would socialise and asks Altibago, why would you do such a thing? If you're wondering why I'm not picking up these pink plorts, I need the inventory space for other things, and they're also just not worth that much at the moment. So I'll pick some up later. Yes, at some point, Tibago, you should really come and give me a visit. I know you don't like socialising, but I promise I don't bite, and we can go and look at pretty flowers together. I'm sure that would be much more fun than whatever else you have planned. Right, the reason I have all this food in my inventory is I'm going to feed the rock Gordo in just a moment, if I can get to it. Which, its favourite food is heartbeat, but I've also bought some carrots as a backup. I think this is enough food, but we'll find out. Sam says, as much as I dislike socialing, I do tend to feel happier after I've done. This is the thing, you see, it's all about the people. I quite often feel worse after socialising if it's with the wrong people. Tibago says, well, when I was forced to socialise with my sister last week, her fiancé invited me to his birthday party. I was 6 pints deep at the time. So yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good party to me, Tibago. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I think the key thing there is people should let you know their plans further in advance, so you can arrange to not be 6 pints deep. And also, when you say forced to socialise, like, nobody should be forced to socialise, but it should be gently encouraged if people are nice to each other and don't endlessly poke fun at each other, and then when they don't react well, say, oh, you're just introverted and antisocial, which is how I was brought up. But enough of that. We have some redeems to do. Matcha has redeemed Blowhigh, and LT Bago has redeemed Show Outfit. Well, let's do those then. Matcha, I think it's about time you thought up more Blowhigh entrances, because I'm running low on ideas. There is a Blowhigh. Here is my outfit. As usual, I have flowers. I have a rule that I have to have flowers at all times. At least most times. This is Blowhigh. He is soft and cuddly and we love him. And he will be watching Slime Rancher and being jealous about all the nice foods they're being fed. LT Bago says, I have been looking into affordable ways to get all the way down south. They may involve flying via Germany. I mean, something is wrong with capitalism. If it's cheaper to get 2 flights via another country to get from Tobago land to where I am, than, to just get a train or drive or whatever. It's, yeah. I personally wouldn't recommend causing that many unnecessary carbon emissions, but of course, I'm not one to judge if your financial situation is tight and you're looking for the cheapest option. Ren says the hybrid redeem show blowhigh outfit. Yeah, I mean they are always redeemed together at the start of, usually right at the start of the stream before I've even gotten into the game. But today, today they just let me get settled and then they did it, which is fine. Matcha says, "Oh yeah, I forgot about the polls. Yeah, we're relying on your creativity to to come up with blowhigh entrances, which is perhaps a bit unfair. You know, we shouldn't be relying on Matcha to do everything. Maybe we could have just have a thing where people post ideas for what to do with blowhigh on the Discord that anyone can post to." Which, of course, Matcha is included in anyone. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad you like my outfit. I try my best. Yes, there is a Spitney. Right, time to feed this guy. Darn it. I didn't bring quite enough food. I mean, he does look ready to burst here. Surely he can't get much bigger than that. No, he doesn't eat those. Hold on, little guy. I'll be back with some carrots as soon as I can remember where they are. Don't tell me... you guys have probably eaten all the carrots, haven't you? Oh, there's a present here. I never noticed that. Oh, it's a bauble! Yay, we get another bauble. They don't eat fruit, do they? They eat veggies. I need to find some veggies. Matcha Catcher is quoting me, saying yum 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 yum. Yeah, I don't have a quote option on my bot yet. Maybe I should make one. But it seems like everybody has one, and I sort of wanted to try and be a bit different. I thought I brought enough food. I think we might have to go back. Oops. You can get up here in order to backtrack, but the jump is awkward. There we go. Okay. We shall backtrack all the way back. Here we go. Eat. Okay. Veggies. Veggies? Any uneaten veggies? You've eaten them all, haven't you? Ow. Oh. A carrot. An carrot. Yeah, I've taken the teleport back to my ranch because I know I have food here. It's going to be the easiest option. There we go. Sorry, it's probably quite hard to follow where I'm going. There is a teleport that takes you back to the what's this area called? The overgrowth. Yeah, takes you back to the overgrowth area of the ranch. Eltibago says train is £200, plane via Dublin is 75. I'm sure I can find cheaper too. Let's go via Ireland. visit Tofu while you're at it. Well, I don't know which part of Ireland she's from, to be fair. Oh, here there's carrots. I could have just come here. Right, this has got to be enough. I mean, to be fair, if you were coming to me rather than the other way around, it would only be fair for me to pay half of it. So, Yari, hello. Thank you so much for redeeming your flower of the day. The bot is broken, but fear not. If you wait a couple of seconds, one of my friend mods will do the command for you. The Yari says, how are you? I'm doing okay, thank you. Don't know if you've had any more streams. Unfortunately, I've been a bit busy this week, but let's do a quick shout out for Yari77, who does crosswords and is very good at them, and it's always fun to hang out with you when you stream. And oh, whoops, you have to do it without the @ sign, T-Bago. You've just given at the Yari77 a flower. Right, here we go. I bought enough this time. And that does not give us a key, but it does give us a teleport, and it gives us some presents as well. Ow. Excuse me, could I please retrieve my presents without... Ow, ow. What is this? Ooh, Oka Oka. Right, I'm going to die if I don't run away from these rock slimes. Thank you, T-Bago. The Ari says maybe next week we'll definitely set up a regular schedule in the fall. That's great, the Ari. I'm so looking forward to that. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. And I encourage everybody to go check out the Ari when she has a more regular schedule. Even if you don't like crosswords, like, you'd be surprised. You know, it's almost like viewer interaction without having to even try, because like, you can watch and you can think, what does that clue mean? And then if you're not familiar with cryptic crosswords, like I wasn't at first, you can scratch your head for for days and then think, oh, that's what they're getting at. It's like a whole nother language, cryptic crosswords. Hello, Alhuno, welcome in. So good to have you here. We're just playing a cozy little bit of Slime Rancher. I hope you're having a great week. So I've just been through this teleport, which actually takes you to, I think, the other... Oops, got the map up. Yeah. So... it's kind of tricky to see what's going on here. The main part of the Indigo Quarry is up here. So we started from our ranch, and we went up here, and then we went through this bit, through to this bit, through to this bit. And now we've teleported down here, and we're actually on the other side of our ranch. There is just one problem. We haven't unlocked that bit of the ranch yet. So it looks like we should be able to get back to our ranch, but we actually can't. We go through here. This is the extra bit of the ranch that's still blocked. But that's okay. We will explore this area first. This is the platforming section of Slime Rancher. And a reminder that falling in the water is... I mean, it's not fatal because you do just reset back to your ranch, but it's not fun to land in the water. So you can go down here, and then if you're looking at that and thinking that's too far to jump, you would be right. However, right at the end of last stream, I bought an upgrade for my backpack, which means I now have the ability to hover. But only for a very short time, because it drains my energy. That's the blue lightning thing in the bottom right. So I have to be careful and conserve my energy when I do these jumps, and then wait for it to recharge again. LT Bago says, to be fair, there is a 13-hour layover in Dublin with that particular flight. Maybe not the best choice. No, not unless you have plans to visit an Irish streamer during that time. I agree. So what the hell is this? Nightlight type slime toy. Okay, so I believe that... Yes, that's right. These are special toys that you can give to your slimes to calm them down, which helps stop them escaping their corrals, which is obviously a thing that we want. And the game has a whole bunch of these toys, one like themed around each type of slime. I think the nightlight is for phosphor slimes, but I'll take it back to the base and I'll look it up and check that that's the case. You guys just chill over there, please. I've also picked up this stuff. This is a vegetable that I haven't seen yet. Don't eat it, please. And I can't remember which slime's food it is, but I'm going to start a plot growing it anyway, and then we can figure out who it's for later. The disadvantage of this is you have to sort of carry it around in front of you, blocking your vision. Right, is there anything else up here? No. There's this bridge, or rather there was a bridge here. I think I'm going to head back to the ranch with this thing first before I worry about going any further. Harry checks train ticket prices, met with a message saying there might be service disruption. Yeah. Although if you think it's bad here, you should see France, where a bunch of Russian spies have just burned through a bunch of critical infrastructure in order to create sabotage ahead of the upcoming Olympics. At least that's what it said on the news. I don't know if I believe it. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, Harry, even if that message isn't there, you can just generally assume that there's going to be disruption on the railways. Just as a matter of course. Okay, we made it back in one piece. Just need to not fall off here now. Hello, Elfie. Welcome in. Oh, don't tell me you can't teleport the light. Okay, you can't teleport this light, apparently. That is awkward because I haven't unlocked the... Okay, next priority is to unlock the ranch. When I unlock the ranch here, I'm going to come back and get the light. I've obviously never done it in this order before, because otherwise I would have known that. Thank you, Tibago, for giving Elfie a flower. Hello, Elfie. Elfie says, hi, lovelies. It's so nice of you, Elfie. Ow. We are just chilling with a little bit of Slime Rancher today, as I get bombarded by rock slimes. So, once you have the jetpack upgrade that lets you hover, all sorts of new areas of the map become unlocked. So previously there was no way for me to get up here, and now there is. And some of those areas are just sort of nothing in particular, but some of them have secrets in. So we will be secret hunting at some point in the future. For now, I'm going to head back to the ranch because I am limited by inventory and I want to drop this ornament off. These guys are not happy. Ow. You can also upgrade your hit points in this game, which I think is probably not a bad idea to do at some point. Just so that I don't die. Now then, let me refresh my memory of how much this area costs. Okay, 17.95. So I can just go ahead and purchase it now, which I will. So this gives you an extra area with, I think, 5 more plots in it. The good thing about this area is it has a roof. So you can keep phosphor slimes in here without having to buy the dark thing to go on top of the roof because there's no sun. That little gap there doesn't count. But it also means I can retrieve the light that was on the other side of the door there. And get to the phosphor slimes. There we go. These guys have been very busy producing thoughts. Oh, and so have you guys. Look at that. We have 6 puddle plots. They're going to sell for quite a bit still because I haven't really sold very many of them, so that's good. Let's get some more food for our phosphor friends. Oh, this is the one that has the food dispenser, so we can just shove it in there, and we don't need to worry. It will all be done automatically. So yeah, these guys should be a lot calmer now that they have this little toy to play with. Do you guys have a feeder yet? You don't have a feeder. Okay, I'm going to buy you a feeder. And then I'm going to put some food in it. Leave it on slow speed for now. There we go. And then I had an idea about how I wanted to arrange my ranch this time. I thought if I make these for all vegetarian slimes and plant plants around in these 4, I can put the meat-eating slimes in here because this place naturally spawns chickens, so this is my best hope of feeding them. And then when we run out of space for either of those things, we can move things into the cave. And what that means is I want to move the chickens. Let's just put this ornament out the way first. Oop. Oh, this one has a heart on it. That's nice. Okay, come with me, chickens. Chickens. So I'm going to make this a garden instead. I'm going to plant these, and then at some point I'm going to remember which slime has these as its favourite food, and then I can. Then I'll have a farm of them, and then whoever that is, I'll put in here. But for now, because these ones are meat eaters, I'm going to move them and the chickens into this area, along with the boom slimes, who are also meat eaters. I don't know if that's the best way to do things, but that's what I'm going to do. So we'll put you guys over here. We need a corral. Preferably, if I can afford it, one with walls. And you guys in there. the chickens here, then eventually we'll have some other chickens here. There are multiple types of chicken in this game, so we'll grow the other type of chicken in this plot once we have... Well, there's actually, I think there's 3 or 4 types. But the basic chickens, first of all then, well, hen. I should be calling them hens because that's what they're called in the game. First of all, they're not anyone's favourite, and second of all, they spawn here naturally, so we sort of already have them. So I'm going to put the stony hens in this plot. Along with the stony chicks and the roosters. Put 4 of those in there. The rest of them I might just be feeding to the slimes. I think high walls on this thing is a good idea as well. Hello Ratmost. Ratmost says, hello, I'm at work outside and can't stay, but hi, hello. Well, thank you for dropping by anyway, Ratmost. Sorry that you can't stay, but it is Friday, so hopefully work is done soon, and then you can enjoy the weekend. I should probably shout out Ratmost because I don't do that nearly enough. Ratmost is also a streamer. That's how we found each other, watching each other's streams. Do go check out Ratmost. They are not in my time zone and therefore may or may not be a convenient stream time for you, but it can't hurt to check them out. Hello, Vanessa Creates. Welcome in. Don't think I've seen you here before. Nice to have new people. We are relaxing with a bit of Slime Rancher. I say relaxing as I'm exploded by these slimes. I actually need to be careful because like 3 of those explosions will kill me. These guys are best fed from a distance. The tricky bit is getting their plorts out of there. Ow. There is an upgrade to the corral that automatically extracts the plorts, but I can't afford it yet. That might actually have to be the next thing on the list because harvesting from boom slimes is downright dangerous otherwise. Ratmo says I should be out of here in about 3 hours. Okay, that's about midnight my time, so you must be about 5, 6, 7 hours behind me. That doesn't help. I just know you're somewhere in America, which I already knew. Vanessa says, yes, I'm new here. Well, welcome. Good to have you with us. So, my next task is make enough money for an upgrade to... Ow. Make enough money for an upgrade to the boom slime corral so that I can actually get the plorts out without dying. I can't remember how much the upgrade is. You're on the Pacific coast? Okay, yeah, so you're a full 8 hours behind. Yes, there's a couple of other streamers who are on the Pacific coast who I watch. Ruby is one of them, Ruby and Pixels. It's awkward because they're all such lovely people, and yet quite often they're live like 3 AM my time. So they're sort of my designated streamers to watch if I can't sleep, which, you know, is good. Like I'm very grateful to have that option available if I can't sleep. But at the same time, like I don't watch them with any consistency. It's like, oh yeah, hello Emma, I guess you can't sleep tonight, kind of thing. Right, hang on. I want to put Heartbeat in these guys' food box because it's their favourite thing. You can only put one type of food in at once. I have to take the carrots out first. Hello, Dustin. Thank you very much for the 10 bits that you used to post that giant emote of a creeper. Whose emote is that? Oh no, that's a... Sorry, yeah, that's a Twitch one, isn't it? I've never seen it that big before. Yes, it's still a very new feature, and I think you might actually be the first one to use it in my channel, Dustin, so thanks for that. Yes, for 10 channel points, you can post a giant... not 10 channel points. 10 bits, you can post a giant emote. You can also highlight a message in a fancy colour for 10 bits, but I think you get a better value from the giant emote, to be honest. 10 bits is the minimum price you can set for them. If it was up to me, I would make it free. I would just make it channel points rather than bits. But Twitch requires you to charge bits for those, and 10 is the minimum. So 10 is what you pay. Ratmos says, I must away, bye friends. Goodbye Ratmos, but thank you for redeeming your first flower of the day just before you left. A tansy. Tansy is a lovely flower. It has a huge compound flower head full of really intricate yellow flowers. Hello, the H. Royce, the Royce, however you say that, welcome in. A fan of this game, it looks like. Glad to hear it. I too am a Slime Rancher fan. We are about 4 hours into this playthrough. We had a stream of it last week where we got started, and now we are continuing. We're doing alright. We've unlocked a few slime types. We've grown some food. We've made some money. And I think I now have enough for the plort collector on the boom slime corral, which is what I was doing this whole time. Yes, Ratmos, please do go. Please, I don't want you to get in trouble at work. Okay, it's 500. I have more than enough. So this gives me a button I can press, which will automatically collect all the plorts in this corral, which is much safer than going in there myself to get them. There we go. Oh, hang on, we have another giant emote. Ren, thank you so much for the giant cat. And another 10 bits, very much appreciated. Ratmos says, I love tansies. I used to have a big one outside my back door. Well, that's an appropriate first flower then. I'm glad the bot was able to choose that one for you. Dustin says, hi, tansies, tisanes, nasties, sestina, and tasis citans. In case you can't tell, Dustin is a Scrabble player. And therefore probably knows the word tansies purely on the basis of which letters it has in and what other anagrams you can make with those letters. And the answer apparently is you can make 6 words with those letters. But only one of them is a pretty flower. Oh yeah, and that was for any UK people in chat. Dustin uses the American Scrabble dictionary, so your results may vary. Yes, I probably shouldn't attempt a shout out while I'm next to Boom Slimes, but Dustin is another streamer who is worth checking out. They have a fairly irregular schedule at the moment, but when they are live they do mostly word game related content such as Scrabble, but also some other things as well, like that Q game where you have to make the ball touch the wall and all that stuff, which was a lot of fun to watch. How did you escape from your corral? Have I not been feeding you enough? Okay, I might need to put a lid on this corral. Fortunately I have just enough money for it. Oh dear, chat is moving so fast I am losing track. Ren says, I have so many cat emotes. And Dustin says, please post everyone. Yes, please post everyone. Ideally as a giant emote so I get the bits. No, I would never expect that from you. Yeah, you see these guys have got this drooling face. That means they're hungry, and that's after I've fed them. I have neglected them for too long, but that's because they are meat eaters, and it is difficult for me to get chickens because the way the game works, it's just much easier to get the veggie food. Like one plot of veggie food can support about 12 slimes, whereas one plot of chickens can only support like 3 or 4 slimes. Boop. Sorry, chickens, I will be mercilessly feeding you to the slimes because I need plorts. I need plorts so I can get more slimes, so I can get more plorts, so I can get more slimes, so I can get more plorts. Even out here on the edge of the galaxy, you can't escape capitalism. Hello, Playful Plan, who says, guess who's back? Back again. Welcome back. Good to have you here. I suppose the next thing I should be doing is saving up 5,000 for the docks. But that's a little way off, so I think we'll do a bit more exploring first. LT Bago, thank you so much for the 10 bits and the giant emote. This is becoming a thing now. Who is that? Oh, that's one of Nespa's emotes, isn't it? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Right, I don't have anyone who likes this veggie yet, so I'm going to feed it to the pink slimes. Matcha says, even on the edge of the galaxy you can't escape capitalism. Yes. As I say, I have considered getting a quote bot on this channel, but I think it would quickly be filled with exclusively Matcha quotes. Right, I'll just do one more bit of feeding here and then we'll go off on another adventure. Just thinking I should get a... Yeah, I've got a little bit of money. I'm going to get this upgrade, which gives me extra energy. Which is helpful for exploring, partly because I can run for longer, but also because I can hover for longer with the jetpack. So I'll be able to get to more funny places. Dustin says, finally some cat emotes. Harry has been sharing his cat emotes. How many of those do I recognise? Well, I recognise Ophelia's. And I recognise Rooney's. Yeah, there's quite a few there I recognise. Right then. I need to figure out where I haven't been yet. I think there's still an area of the Indigo Caverns that I haven't been to. Because there were rad slimes in the caverns. And I don't have any rad slimes yet, so I must have not explored everything. Matcha says if you add a quote system, that's probably the 4th person that I made do that. Yeah, well, Ophelia has one, which doesn't have many quotes in, but it's interesting because yeah, some people hardly ever use it, and then like Nespa, for example, has tons of them. But then Nespa says a lot of hilarious things, so you know it's good that she has a quote thingy. And I don't think Matcha was responsible for her adding it, but he was certainly responsible for expanding upon the range of quotes. Hello, Emma. Hope you're having a good day. Great to have you here, and thank you for sharing your cat emotes. Which is apparently what we're doing now. Yeah, Dustin Dude has a cool cat. yeah, there is a way to get up here, but you have to come from the other direction, and I can't remember how you get there. So we're going to skip that for now, but there's definitely something somewhere with rad slimes. Yeah, it's this area. And that's rad as in radioactive, not rad as in radical. They're quite dangerous. Ow. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got here, I got to the puddle slimes, and then my inventory was full, and I didn't have the jetpack yet, so I couldn't get across here. That's what happened. Thank you, Emma, for redeeming Flower of the Day. I apologise, the bot is broken at the moment, but one of my mods will manually give you your flower in just a moment. I promise I'll have it working by next stream. Oh, what's... We have a... We have a fight between Gimme Hugs emotes and Rooney's emotes. Who has the best blue cat themed emotes? I'm quite partial to Rooney's myself, but that's mostly because of the dancing emote, that little purplish animated one that Rooney has, which is just the single cutest thing ever. Thank you, Emma, for redeeming your first flower of the day and starting your wildflower garden with a cut-leaved crane's bill. Harry says Emma's bot is on strike and we're looking for cat emotes. These are rad slimes here. If I can avoid being hit by those guys. Let me see if I can demonstrate the risks of working with these guys. They emit this green aura. If you step into this aura, can you see I'm starting to... Oops. Almost fell off. That's another reason the jetpack is good. It can save you from certain death. They start to emit this radioactive aura, and if it reaches 100, you die of radiation poisoning. Yeah, be careful with rad slimes, is what I'm getting at here. Especially these guys, which are big and angry. Now, are these the guys that eat that ochre vegetable? Yeah, I think that might be these guys' favourite vegetable, so it's good that I just came across some, because I'm going to need them. Hello, Alex. Welcome in, and thank you, T-Bago, for giving Alex a flower. Just gather some more rad slimes here. Don't need you guys. I've got plenty of you guys. So we've had blue cat-themed emotes, and now we have white cat-themed emotes. Thank you for sharing those, T-Bago. The density of cats in here is increasing rapidly. Playful Plan says, fun fact, the rad damage stacks the more rad slimes are around you. That is good to know. I think I did actually find that out the hard way on one of my previous playthroughs. So in here we have the rad Gordo, who also needs to be fed. And yeah, I think it's safest to feed him from back here and sort of shooting the food in an arc. So I will do that later once I've gathered up some veggies. Emma says, how do you all get the cat emotes? Almost all of them are streamer emotes rather than Twitch emotes, so you would need to subscribe to the streamer that has them. And in the case of the ones that Harry posted, that is Runeable. And in the case of the first lot that T-Bago posted, that was Gimme Hug. I don't actually know who the white cat ones are from, but yeah. The way to get cool emotes is to follow a bunch of different streamers, and then when you see a streamer whose emotes you like so much that you're willing to pay for them, you can sub to them. But Twitch has a decent selection of free emotes. I do wish they had more free animated emotes. That'd be my one criticism of Twitch emotes is there's just the dancing dinosaur, and the dancing dinosaur is nice. Like, don't get me wrong, the dancing dinosaur is great, but it is just one emote, and you know, it would be nice to have more. Ooh. I've just picked up an odd onion, and I'm hiding the pop-up on the screen, but it says, I wouldn't trust this onion, even less so than a normal onion. Okay, I don't know what odd onions do, I can't remember, but I'll find something for it. Ow. I think I only want about, like, 8 rad slimes for now, because I'm going to struggle to feed them and collect their plorts anyway, so I'll just take 8, and I'm going to head back now. That just says, innocent on the outside, rebels on the inside. That definitely describes these slimes, yes. T-Bago, thank you for the 10 bits and the goose. The gritty goose, which, yeah, I suppose in fairness that is a Twitch emote. I meant permanent animated emotes, but there's a lot of time-limited ones like that one. Anyway, I've discovered how you get up here. It's like that. That is a good emote, and I wish that emote had been around when I was playing Untitled Goose Game, because I'm sure I would have had some use out of it. Emma says, I'm too lazy to go get more emotes. Well, if you want some, there's a button below the stream that says subscribe. You can always press that, then you get access to a range of exciting Emma emotes, as well as these lovely pretty flowers, which I am fortunate enough to have, courtesy of Mushloon, my amazing artist. But it's certainly not expected that anyone subscribes. Just being here is more than enough. So I think, yeah, this teleport takes me back to the ranch. So yeah, I'm I'm remembering how the game works now. Yeah, we're almost at the end of the Indigo Quarry, and rather than having to walk all the way back to here, there's a teleport. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Thank you so much for the raid, Easy. Welcome in. We're just playing a bit of Slime Rancher and it's going amazingly well. Welcome in Harry, LT Bago, Izzy and Danny. Thank you for doing that shout out to Izzy. Izzy is an amazing streamer. She is a cute purple penguin and has been playing a variety of games, but today was actually doing something a bit different. Was doing a game development, I guess, stream, or no, I guess not game development, but certainly software development, which is something I've considered streaming, but I don't know. I think I'd struggle to keep it up with an audience, so I have a lot of respect for Izzy for doing that. It is game development, that's cool. So Izzy, by the way, is actually a game developer IRL, which is really, really cool. I don't think I would quite survive in the game dev industry, so I'm just a boring software developer who does like council tax bills and other such nonsense. But Izzy is a game developer. So I hope your stream went well, Izzy. I hope progress was made and not too many bugs were found. I did catch a bit of it, but I had to leave to have a shower and get ready for my stream and other things. Also, I think I saw... oh, yes. Sorry, Nespa. Nespa, I completely skipped over your message. I do apologise. Welcome in, Nespa. So good to have you here as well. Did Nespa get her flower? Nespa didn't get her flower. Give Nespa a flower. she redeemed the redeem, I saw it. Oh, it's Nest Dog walk time. Okay. Well, I'll still promote you a bit while you're here. Nespa, as her name suggests, likes to play a lot of NES games. And, plays them all legitimately on original hardware, no emulation. So, if you want to see some OG Zelda, Donkey Kong, Mario, any of that sort of thing, Punch Out I think she's been doing recently, you definitely want to head over there. She is in Canada, so does operate on that time zone, so a bit later than me usually, but definitely worth checking out if you're around at that time. Thank you, T-Bango, for giving Nespa a flower. It is a salad burnet. Yes, I do have to apologise. The bot is currently broken. The bot is working, but it's not responding to channel point redeems. The bit of the Twitch API that lets it read channel points is not quite functioning. Purple Penguin subscription time, says Danny. Yes, everybody please do go follow and possibly even subscribe to Danny. Not Danny, Izzy. Well, subscribe to Danny if you want. Right, I don't really want to go in there to get these plorts, so I think this is going to be my second corral that has a plort collector for safety reasons. As was pointed out to me just now, the radiation stacks from these, so you can see it does go up very quickly. So this is a much safer way of doing it. Oh, you actually were trying to subscribe to me, Danny. Thank you so much. It worked that time.
Penguin, 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 penguin.
Penguin, 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 penguin. Thank you so much, Danny. That really means a lot to me. Yeah, I also have experience with trying to renew subscriptions on the mobile app. You're right, it doesn't work. Sometimes it randomly won't let you. I mean, it'll let you renew the subscription, but it won't let you post the renewal message. It'll post your message, but it won't pop up the thing saying, "Hey, look at me, I just reviewed my sub. Aren't I just the best?" So thank you so much for that, Danny. I should really have a plort collector for these guys as well, because they can also hurt you. Case in point. But for now, I'll make do with doing it the old-fashioned way, because I do want to save up for the next ranch expansion, among other things. And I can't remember who likes odd onions. Let me consult the Slimepedia 1 second. So yeah, rad slimes, Oka Oka is their favourite. It's unknown if rad slimes, sometimes called raddies, came to be from external radiation sources or from something naturally occurring within the far, far range. Regardless, rad slimes emit such a potent aura of radiation, they glow in the dark. Yeah, the Slimepedia is actually quite detailed. Like, it goes into what every plort is used for and all that sort of thing. So, the lore of this game is quite extensive. But yeah, so the puddle plorts don't eat. They like briar hens the best. We haven't found any briar hens yet. When we do, we'll set up another coop for them. They like the cuberries, they like the stony hens. They like heartbeats. Pink slimes will eat anything. So I don't know who likes. Yeah, and this is telling you about the big slimes. I don't know who likes this thing then. Oh, favoured by crystal slime. Okay. Yes, Playful says you haven't found the slime that likes odd onions. You're right, I haven't found the crystal slimes yet. Okay, well, I'm not going to save this one. Well, should I? I suppose I might as well just plant a garden with some odd onions in it for later. I'll put it in here. Say, where should I put it? It's awkward when there's 5, like they give you 5 plots. Ideally you want a plot for slimes and then a plot for the food for that slime, which means that you want them in pairs really. But yeah, let's put the odd onions over here. And then we can put the crystal slimes here later. Playful Plan says growing odd onions is just like growing carrots with a little bit of odd onions. Okay. So it doesn't grow... Oh, yeah, it doesn't grow 100% odd onions. It grows like carrots as well for some weird reason. Well, that's okay. I've got pink slimes. I can feed the carrots to the pink slimes. I'm sure they won't mind. Actually, that's true. Yeah, once I unlock another veggie slime, I can put... Once I unlock the docks, I can move the puddle slimes to the docks. I can put another garden here. I can replace the pink slimes with a veggie slime. I can move the pink slimes into the 5th slot in the grotto. And I can feed them the carrots from the odd onion plot. Okay. I won't necessarily remember that plan for the rest of the stream. That's currently my plan. Okay. Once everything is fully upgraded, it will get a little easier. I'll just be able to feed and harvest the plorts at the touch of a button. And the other thing I need actually is the inventory upgrade. You see at the moment I'm limited to 20 of any one thing. There is an upgrade that increases that to 30, which I'll get soon. Danny says can't stay because body no like first person, but I hope the stream and things go well. Well, thank you, Danny, for raiding in with the rest of Izzy's viewers. And yes, I understand that not everybody likes first person. I don't. I get what you mean. I have trouble with it as well. I can manage enough to play most games. Especially, I don't like first-person shooters where there's a lot of action going on. But this, I can just stop and stay still if I need to. It's fine. But yeah, hopefully you will be back for some of my puzzle game streams where I'm not in first person, such as Spiritfarer, which we'll be playing at 8 o'clock tomorrow. That is a fully 2D game, so should be a bit easier to watch. So I think in order to progress further in the game, I need to acquire another slime key, which means I need to feed another Gordo, and I think the only Gordo I haven't fed so far is the Rad Gordo, and so I should probably harvest a bunch of these since those are the Rad Gordo's favourite food. And then maybe go and try and feed it. Hello, Dragon Girl _89. So good to have you here. Thank you, T-Bago, for giving Dragon Girl Meadow Cranesbill. That's one of my favourite flowers. Possibly my second favourite after Harebell. And one that I have an emote for. This is the flower that I've just given to Dragon Girl. Actually, this is a good opportunity to test out my shout out button. There we go. Yeah, I've been programming my bot with personalised shoutouts, which is something I have done before. The difference is this time, I didn't have a Stream Deck when I did it before. I've added a second page to my Stream Deck, which then has a button for each streamer that I might want to shout out. And then I can just press the button. I haven't managed to get the bot to be able to do the shout out itself yet. There doesn't seem to be an API for that, which is odd. You used to be able to just send a chat message with /shoutout in, but / commands don't work anymore in sorry, I realised I went the wrong way. The Indigo query is this way. / commands don't work in bot chat messages anymore, so you can't do that. So I can't do the actual proper shout out, but I can get a link like that and information about the streamer. So far I programmed 10 such buttons and then I got bored. I need to add another page to my Stream Deck because there's so many streamers I'd like to shout out who all have amazing... Can I get to the others? Oh yeah, I can't actually get to this area without using the teleport. I was curious. There are so many streamers I'd like to shout out, and not enough space on my, not enough buttons on my Stream Deck to fit them all. Yeah, the rad slime I believe was this way. Yeah, that's right. It's easy to get lost in this game, I find, even if you have played it before. Yes, we had a ton of fun in Dragon's stream yesterday. Actually, she did a 12-hour stream, which I don't know how anyone can manage that. And she was streaming with her sisters. She has 2 sisters who they don't stream themselves. Well, one of them does, but they play they play games with her, and one of them drew a picture of Dragon, which was hilarious. Let me just get past these feral slimes. They can be a bit tricky. There we go. Divago says time to upgrade to the XL. Oh, the Stream Deck. Yeah, I'm reluctant to spend too much more on streaming hardware. I kind of want my hobby of streaming to somewhat pay for itself through subs and so on, which means I don't want to invest huge amounts when I only bought this Stream Deck less than a year ago, so I'm going to stick with the little one for now. But you can program multiple pages into it. So you have a page of 12 buttons, and then one of those buttons is a next page button, which gives you another 11 buttons. So it's all good. Izzy says I get tired after 4, no idea how you can do 12. The longest I've ever streamed for was 7.5 hours, and that was far too much. I was completely dead afterwards. Anybody who can manage 8 hours on the regular, as I know some of the full-time streamers do, has infinite respect from me. And the people who do 24-hour streams are just completely nuts. And also, I have to say, generally a lot younger than me. Dragon is one such person, by the way. Not younger than me, although not by much anyway. But has done 24-hour streams on multiple occasions, and I'm very impressed. Hello, Narcissistic. Welcome in. Good to see you here. I hope you're having a good week. Yes, we are playing a little bit of Slime Rancher right now. I'm currently running around like a headless chicken because I've forgotten where the Rad Gordo is. Narcissistic says, I've been super curious about this game. Yeah, this is why I need the Gordo, so I can go through there. This game is silly, but also cute, and I highly encourage it to anyone who is comfortable playing first-person games and likes cute things, because just, I mean, look at that face. Just look at it. Look. Look how happy he is. And you can suck him up and you can go plunk. No, he's up there. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I suppose it's a sort of farming / management game, but it's very, very casual. You can farm the slimes, you can feed them food, you can collect these plorts from them and sell them for money, which you can use for upgrades to your farm and to get more exciting things. And there's a big exploration element to the game, and I love games with an exploration element. And I think this one is just so well done that even though I've played it through fully before, this is my 4th playthrough. Even though I've done it before, I still am more than happy to play through it again. Divago says, completely nuts doing super long streams at Narcissistic. I feel like you might be getting called out here. I'm guessing you've done some super long streams before. Hello, Lady Aura, welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. Ooh, okay, I haven't found the rad slime, but I found a present. It's another bauble! Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a game that just gives you ornaments randomly? Lady Aura says, I 100% agree with that statement in regards to streaming for long periods. Possibly. Oh, no. Lady Aura is agreeing with something I said. It might not be for everyone, but if you're even slightly interested, give it a shot. And Sam Aloha says, I know a streamer who did an 11-day stream which included streaming while sleeping. Yeah. I mean, if you're allowed to sleep, I suppose it's not that bad. So the problem there for me would be simply trying to actually have my internet work for 11 days straight. I think that would be my main obstacle to doing that. I also don't think anybody would actually watch me sleep. I almost hope that I'm right in that, because it's a bit. I just think it's a bit weird watching people sleep. Like, I get it, but still, I still think it's weird. Right, where is the rad plort? I need to focus on the game and actually find the rad Largo again, because I have all these occas here to feed to it. Narcissistic says, I could see this pulling me away from Paleo for a bit. Yeah, my first ever stream with Facecam was Paleo. I was playing it quite a bit at the time. It's not really my sort of game, so I sort of moved away from it pretty soon after. I didn't stream it again. But it is a lovely game. It has a lot of game mechanics that I like and is sort of refreshing for that type of game. So, yeah, definitely something to consider if you're a fan of that sort of thing. And again, yeah, it's definitely a game you could put a lot of hours into. Playful Plan says, you want to pop the rad Gordo, that's enough of Oka Oka, but it's not enough of Oka Oka, but it is a lot. Yeah, I'm going to come back with more once I actually find it. Also, you already passed the Gordo. Okay, that explains why I can't find it. Sorry, everybody's watching me run around aimlessly whilst chatting and ignoring the stream. Which, yeah, I can't multitask. I can play the game or I can talk. I can't really do both, which I realise that's like the number one qualification to be a streamer, is the ability to do both of those things. Lady Aura says I kind of agree in that. No shame to streamers who sleep streams and people enjoy it. It's just not for me. I feel equally as weird seeing someone sleep as I do having someone watch me sleep. Yeah, I would feel weird about it as well. Right. Oh, the Rad Largo is oops. I don't move the there we go. Oops. Rick Radlord. It's not what I meant to do. I blame the fact that I'm holding a blowhigh so I can't actually see my keyboard. I want to look if the map... Because sometimes, I swear sometimes the map marks where the Gordos are and sometimes it doesn't. It's not telling me where the Rad Gordo is, even though I've found it. It's telling me where this teleport is. But it's here somewhere, isn't it? Oh, okay. Playful Plan says you probably should feed the Rad Gordo something so it shows the map. Okay, thanks for clarifying. Yeah, so once I've fed something, it will show up. So I think it's actually... Where is it? I'm trying to look for its cave on the map. It's round here somewhere in the middle. Let me let me head back there and have a look. Lady Aura says I kind of agree in that. Oh yeah, no, I saw that. Narcissistic says I'm in intervention territory with Palia. I enjoy aimless running. There is quite a bit of not necessarily aimless running in Palia. It usually has an aim. How do I actually get back there? Oh, this way. Right, yeah. This way, and then this way, and then this way. Samalo says it just seems boring to me. There's sleep. I think it's. I think people tend to watch sleep streams more if it's a female streamer, which I think is perhaps why I find it a bit creepy. Is it here? Is it here? No, that's here. Okay, I will find it, I promise. You have to go this way. But yeah, I have absolutely nothing against anyone who does that. I have nothing against anyone who streams for any reason as long as they're following the rules of the platform they're on. Not ruining it for the rest of us. Thank you, Lady Aura, for redeeming your flower of the day. It's up there. There's so many places I can go, and I haven't. Yeah, because there's caves in. I don't want to get distracted, but there's caves in here as well, aren't there? Yeah, this is where you get crystal. This is where you get the crystal slimes. Yeah, here's a crystal slime. And then crystal slime. Hello. I can't really pick you up yet because I don't have actually. The Slimepedia entry, by the way, says it's as clear as shiny transparent rocks that these slimes are dangerous. Yeah, you see these random spikes all over the place? Those are actually being produced by the crystal slime. So they are very dangerous. You definitely don't want to try and stand in the corral with too many of them. I'm just thinking I have enough money to build another corral, so when I get back to the ranch I can actually put these somewhere. But yeah, I want to go find our friend the Rad Gordo first. Oh, I'm missing chat messages. Lady Aura says, at least it wasn't a gold plort or the gilded ginger that got yeeted into the abyss. Yeah, oh god, don't even start about the gold plorts. I've killed myself trying to get those before. Narcissistic says, I have a friend that does, but he makes his face cam tiny and runs words on stream while he sleeps. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's more like it's a words on stream at that point, rather than a sleep stream. It's just a face cam to remind you that the streamer is asleep. I think the biggest problem with it, honestly, is the fact that unless you have a mod team who are willing to be awake while you're asleep, how do you moderate your stream? Because if you're asleep, trolls can just take over and say anything. And what are you going to do about it? Like, by the time you wake up, the trolls have been at it for hours. Right, finally found you again. So if I feed you one thing... Oh, now you show on the map. Okay. Sorry, Emma is just slow. Emma is a bit tired today. We found the rad slime again. Oh, that was your first flower, Lady Aura. Thank you for redeeming your first flower of the day, which is a corky fruited water drop wort, which is not necessarily my favourite. Oh, hang on. When the Gordo gets bigger, its area of irradiation gets bigger as well. That could have ended badly. Oh dear. Corky fruited dropwort is absolutely my favourite name for any flower. The flower itself is fairly ordinary. It's an umbellifer. Looks a bit like a lot of other umbellifers, but it definitely has the best name, in my opinion. Right, I should be able to find my way back to the Rad Gordo. It's a bit awkward to feed it now because you can't actually see its mouth from a safe distance. I'm going to have to rush in, feed it, and then rush out again. Okay, and of course it explodes into rad slimes, which means now there's radiation everywhere. If I tried to walk in here to get that... yeah, I'm probably going to die if I don't pick up all these guys. I like the juxtaposition of, oh yeah, this is a really cute, really cozy game, and then, oh yeah, by the way, if you do this, you'll die. If you do this, you'll die. Slime key acquired. Narcissistic says, in relation to the sleep streamer, most of us just pop in during his subathons to troll with occasional sound alerts while he's asleep. Poor guy. Well, he wants you to do that. Presumably the sound alerts cost bits. Otherwise he could just mute them while he's asleep. Lady Aura says yeeted got auto-corrected to yesterday. Yes, I did figure that out, but thanks for confirming, Lady Aura. Right, do I have any ornaments in here? Or is this just going to be slimes? Did I get all the boxes? I did get all the boxes. Okay. You, my friend, are very lucky that this rock slime is a veggie. You had a close call there, I think. Narcissistic says, yeah, he has a mod team full of insomniacs. Yeah, well, this is the thing. See, if you're a big streamer, but then if you're a big enough streamer that people are going to watch you sleep anyway, just because you're a big streamer and people will watch you do anything, then sure, because you can probably also have the resources to get a big mod team. But that's not necessarily an option for all of us. Okay, how do I get out of here? Lady Aura says, it's all good, it's cozy here, no need to hurry when it's lovely and chill. It is lovely and chill, apart from the boom slimes and the rock slimes and the crystal slimes and the rad slimes. One day I should make a ranch that's just entirely pink slimes and everybody's just smiling and happy and fun. Apart from the fact that I wouldn't be able to earn any money. Okay. Now then, do I want to use... Because there's 2 areas you can unlock next with the slime key. There's this area I'm looking at now, which is like the temple thingy where you get quantum slimes, and there's this area which is like the meadows. I tend to unlock this area first, so I think I'll do that, which means I need to be over the other side. Like there's a door here, but I don't want to go through that door just yet. Oops. Harry says it's only slightly spicy air, nothing to worry about. Harry, I hope you don't work in public relations for the nuclear energy industry. But as long as that's not the case, slightly spicy air is an interesting one. Oh, is that Narcissistic's first flower as well? That's so great. So many people are starting their wildflower gardens today. That's really, really lovely to see. Narcissistic, you have a greater knapweed as your first flower. So that's a big pink flower on top of some very wiggly, elaborate leaves. Actually right at its peak in late July, which is where we currently are. So good timing on that one. Now then, how do I get to the other... It's down here, I think. Yeah, down here and then through here. I think this is the door to the mossy area. No, wait, this is a dead end. When I started this game, I thought, oh yeah, I've played this before. I'll remember where everything is. Nope, not even slightly. All I know is there is a way through down here. But thank you for starting your collection. Oh, and Playful Plan! Playful Plan, you've redeemed your first flower as well. You've redeemed Brookline. Brookline is not my favourite name of a flower, but it is my favourite name. It's my favourite scientific name, my favourite Latin name of a plant. It's Veronica Beccabunga, which is quite fun to say. Can I get up there? Probably not. So I'm doing all this exploration at night as well. I'm in the darkest area of the map and it's night time, so you probably can't see much. Playful Plan says crates with a ribbon on them give you ornaments. Playful Plan is like a walking encyclopedia of this game, and I really appreciate that. It's so helpful to have somebody who knows the game inside out when you're playing something like this. If it's a puzzle game, I always prefer to avoid spoilers, but for something like this... Right, is this the... Yeah, this is the door into that one. Okay, that's not what I want then. Okay, I'm going to go around the other way because I know how to get to the mossy area the other way. But yeah, as I say, I've played this through 3 times. I never put two and two together and figured out the crates with a ribbon give you ornaments. So thank you for confirming that. I need wonder no longer. Okay, yeah, I'm going to head back here. And might as well drop off the crystal slime. So my plan was, because these guys are veggie, they're going to go in here. And the pink slimes are going to go in a cave. Although... Actually, no, the crystal... No, the crystal slimes need to go in the cave as well, because... Their favourite, this is their favourite, the Oka Oka, isn't it? This thing. Yeah, because this grows a mixture of this and carrots, I'm going to feed the carrots to the pink slimes. Okay, so the pink slimes are going to get the spare, because there's 5 in here. They're going to get this one. Not a coop, a corral. Let's just preemptively make sure they don't escape. And then they can be in here with the crystal slimes. And then the other slot in here, probably the quantum slimes. I seem to remember having loads of trouble with quantum slimes escaping. So that's why I put them in the enclosed cave area to make that less likely. And then you guys need to go in here. I'll need a few more coins to fully upgrade it. But your favourite is these odd onions. And yeah, you'll note even though this says it's growing odd onions, it's actually growing a mixture of odd onions and carrots. Which is how the game works. Here you are, have your onions. So that's going to be a new type of plort we can now farm. Crystal plorts. Which is good news for us because they're going to sell for a fair bit as well. The only slightly awkward thing is retrieving the plorts is going to be dangerous, so I want to get a plort collector on there as soon as I can. Lady Aura says, I can redeem more flowers. I won't though. I feel it's a daily collection. It's a limit of 1 flower per person per stream. That should be the case even though the bot's not working. The Twitch mobile app doesn't handle limits on redemptions very well. It will show the redeem is still available, but if you actually try to use it, it'll tell you that you've reached the limit. So you shouldn't be able to use it again. And obviously, Teabago don't give anyone 2 flowers. The exclamation mark flower command has unlimited flowers available, but that's why it's only for moderators to use. Sam asks, how long have you been streaming, Emma? And I'm probably behind with chat. So the answer is about 10 minutes longer than when you asked, which is currently 1 hour 42 minutes. I usually go for about 4 hours, and we usually have a bit of a break halfway through. So that will be coming up soon. Lady Aura says, not gonna lie, every time I see a slime eat a hen, I always die a little on the inside. Yeah, I've heard people say that they do vegan playthroughs of this game. It is actually possible to farm every plort without feeding hens to slimes, because you can mix the meat-eating slimes with veggie slimes to make largos that will eat veggies and produce both plorts. Having said that, the wild slimes are still going to eat chickens, and you're not going to be able to save them all. So maybe if you're very, very sensitive to meat eating, this might not be the game for you. But you can certainly avoid farming hens. But then, like, if you're against farming animals, you then have to ask the question, are slimes animals? And if they are, then, like, the entire premise of the game is kind of out the window at that point. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just, like, feed chickens to the meat-eating slimes because that's the game, and yeah, if people don't like it, that's fine. I have other streams. Okay. I was about to say I have other streams where I don't feed meat to people, but actually right now I'm playing Spiritfarer, which also has cooking and feeding meat to people as part of the game, so... Okay, yeah, maybe just vegans should take a break from my streams. I do apologise. I mean, I'm not vegan myself, but I do... My diet is mostly plant-based. I eat meat once or twice a week normally, which is a lot less often than most people eat it. So I have a lot of vegan foods like tofu, not the tiny toxic variety. Okay, I am really missing chat here. Narcissistic says Debago is an entire mod team in and of himself. This is true, but I can't just go to sleep and expect Tebago to mod for me while I'm gone, because Emma bedtime is also Tebago bedtime, because we're in the same time zone. I would need to find a West Coast American willing to mod for me until I was up again. That would work the best, because they'd be 8 hours behind. So by the time it would midnight for them, it would be 8 AM for me, and I could take over again. Oops, that doesn't go in there, that goes in here. Yeah, as as things stand, I'm not considering that. Tebago says Harry is faster than me for shoutouts and general modding. Harry is a very experienced mod at this point. Harry is mod in several channels, including some quite big streamers. He's very experienced. A lot of the CCC Anomaly team, which I'm not part of, but I'm quite close friends with most of them at this point, have a set of mods which includes Commandant Herder, Harry, Ophelia, Izzy, those people. So they're all good mods, and I'm honoured to have one of them with me. Yes, so many new gardens, Tebago. It's great. Lady Aura says, question, can I redeem I am cute and have it be a compliment to you? I like complimenting streamers and brighten people's days a bit, either by clowning around and making people smile or laugh, because that makes me happy too, or by complimenting their appearance of the day and boosting their confidence, if only a little bit. Lady Aura, you are so sweet. I really appreciate people like you. So, yeah, my I am cute redeem is sort of a trick. It's a lesson in reading the redeem description before you use it, because it's not to make the streamer be cute, it's to make the viewer be cute. Having said that, there is an exclamation mark cute command which I only have because somebody insisted I add it. I'm really bad at taking compliments, and I should be better at it. So yes, you can force my bot to admit that I'm cute. Thank you, Tebago, for explaining that, because I was too far behind with the chat. Oh dear, you guys really are hungry. Have we got some spare? Yeah, see, I've been away all that time, and it's only grown 2 more stony hens, and one of them's turned into an elder hen, so it won't breed anyway. It's just so slow to feed hens to meat-eating slimes. I believe Slime Rancher 2 actually balances this a lot better, which is good. Although I haven't played that yet. To discover that at some point. Okay. But thank you, Lady Aura. If you want to give me compliments, I'm not going to say no, you can't. I'm not going to have a chat rule that you can't compliment the streamer. Because that would be silly. And I do appreciate it, even if I don't always seem that way. Playful Plan says, I know too much about this game. Also, you can only get ornaments on weekends or Christmas. IRL or in-game? Because I don't know what day of the week it is in-game. I know it's day 13, but I don't know what day we started on. Also, I got an ornament today. And it's a Friday, so that doesn't make sense. Lady Aura says we're worth a shot, at least the thought counts. It does. Yes, the command did work, sorry, yes. Emmabot is a bit slow sometimes, but the commands are working. Tibago says everybody heckin' cute. You're not wrong, Tibago, you're not wrong. Lady Aura says, in relation to the redeems appearing to be still available. That makes sense because it didn't say out of stock for me. But I like the daily collection redeems because it also shows how to redeem. Yes, so a lot of people have this. You can redeem a thing every time you come to a stream, and then the command keeps track of how many things you have. And some of them it is just literally a number that counts up. I wanted mine to be a bit more exciting than that, so as well as counting up the number, it also gives you a different flower every time. And it does remember what flowers you've got, so it will give you a different one every time. Oh my god. That is a raid. Tiny Toxic Tofu! Thank you so much for raiding with your party of over 100 viewers. That was a lot. I didn't quite see how many it was, but it was a lot. Thank you for joining us. We are just having a chill stream here with Slime Rancher. For those of you joining for me for the first time, welcome. My name is Emma. I mostly stream puzzle games, but today I'm not streaming a puzzle game. I'm just hanging out with friends and playing a cozy casual game in the form of Slime Rancher. This game, if anybody's interested, is available on Steam and is ridiculously cute and is a ton of fun. Welcome in, lab rats. I see many lab rat messages on screen, which I will get to in just a moment. To any of my regulars who are not already following Tofu, please follow Tofu. I was actually just speaking a moment ago about CCC Anomaly, and saying they have a great mod team. They do, but they also have great streamers. Let's not forget that part. So please go follow Tofu, and while you're at it, if you click just below her name where it says CCC Anomaly, which is the team she's part of, if you just go through the list of people in that team, they are all worth checking out. They have very different vibes, but yeah, the whole team is amazing. Tofu is first and foremost an educator, does a lot of science-based streams, especially physics oriented, so is a great place to go if you want to learn about physics. She has special guests on sometimes, including other science educators, and you know she is a doctor. She is Dr. Tiny Toxic Tofu, so she really knows her stuff. And she also does gameplay. She is a full-time streamer, so typically her streams are physics first, gameplay later. Today I believe she was playing Half-Life 2, which I have fond memories of and may revisit myself at some point. Right, I am going to stand still for just a moment and see if I can catch up with this wall of chat. Welcome in no particular order, Nosnari, Bog IRL, Phantom Z11, Otarig, Haxin, Commandant Herder, Ophelia6277, Tetsu123, Eulination, Tandrin, of course Tiny Toxic Tofu herself, Silverhawk VP, as well as all the other Tofu raiders. It is wonderful to have you all here. That is almost certainly the biggest raid I've ever had, and went a lot better than my previous Tofu raid, which happened while my internet was out. So it's like I disconnected and then the raid came in, which was terrible. So thank you for giving me another chance, Tofu. That's very much appreciated. Let's see if anybody actually said anything while that craziness was going on. We were talking about meat eating, because in this game you mostly feed veggies and fruits to slimes, but you can feed them chickens as well. So vegans beware. And Lady Aura said, I'm not a vegan myself IRL, but I just don't like seeing animals die, not even the digital kind. I do restrict my meat consumption though, mostly because I'm not a big meat enthusiast in general. Yes, in real life you're a bit more distanced from it than in this game. This game literally has you... Oops. I didn't mean to feed them the plorts. Whoops. This game literally has you... I meant to feed you carrots. This game literally has you feed live chickens to slimes, which can be a bit disturbing. Who else said something? Harry says, from my end, it looks like Twitch Mobile is being Twitch Mobile and showing stuff in stock. Redeeming it pops up an audio redeem message. Yeah, Twitch Mobile sucks, just in general. So many aspects of Twitch that don't work properly through mobile, including the new thing with the big emotes. Big emotes do not work properly. You can't do them through Twitch Mobile, and that's Twitch directly cutting off one of its own revenue streams for mobile users because they cost bits, so it's a really weird decision. LT Bago says Holy Tofu raid, and the Lady Aura says that is a huge raid. Yes, that's the biggest raid I've ever had, but Tofu is a big streamer. Tofu is proper streamer, not silly small streamer like us. And it's amazing the support she's given, not just to me, but to many other streamers, like the other CCC Anomaly streamers and other people in the community. So I really appreciate her doing that. I'm going to buy a plort collector for this corral, because going in here is very dangerous, as you can see, and I don't have that many hit points. So I'd rather just stand here and let the plorts come to me. Phantoms 11 says deep breaths we don't bite. That's a lie. Yeah, no, I have been in Tofu streams. I have been part of the chaos that you guys are capable of causing. I have seen it all firsthand. I have taken the Hobbits to Isengard and called it a mine myself. Thank you very much. And I also made a not insignificant donation to Tofu's charity fundraiser that she has going right now earlier on today. I'm impressed if anyone's still here from that, because that was like 10 hours ago. But yes, today, tomorrow and Sunday, Tofu is doing a charity stream, which is amazing, and I wasn't even the top donator. I thought I might be, but somebody else gave, how much was it? Like £800 or something crazy like that, so yeah. I think she has a bunch of incentives, like the top donator gets to pick the next game she plays and that sort of thing. Okay, I'm gonna... let's at least stop gameplay facing the slimes so you can watch them being cute. And I'm gonna properly catch up on chat. Thank you, Ophelia, for redeeming your flower. Ophelia is one of the CCC Anomaly team and really, really awesome. She was playing Dorfromantic earlier today, my all-time favourite puzzle game. Tofu says, that's true, we're very nibbly. Nibbly viewers is a risk for somebody made of tofu, I have to say. Oh yes, and my flower of the day redeem. For anybody who hasn't used it before, it's one of those where every time you come to the stream you press the reward and you get so-and-so has redeemed this X number of times, and then it just goes up every time. But because I'm a botanist IRL, you get a random British wildflower every time, and you can slowly grow a little wildflower garden. The bot is actually broken right now because Twitch is being Twitch, but my mods are filling in. Oh, hang on, sorry. I really should have acknowledged that sub earlier, shouldn't I? I missed the message. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a tier 1 sub to the Demonic, who is not here, but I'm sure will very much appreciate it. Hello, Mastinomin. Tofu, oh no, that's embarrassing. Tofu remembers the raid when my stream crashed. Ophelia6277 is not actually here because she went to bed early as she said she would. Of course. Well, I hope Ophelia enjoyed watching Tofu, and I hope she enjoyed her Dwarf Romantic stream earlier, and I hope she gets a good sleep. I know you were quite tired on your stream today, Ophelia. We could hear you yawning, so yes. If you were here, I would say good night and sleep well. But you're not, so I won't. Lady Aura is heading out for mod duty. Okay, no problem. If I wasn't on the Twitch app, I would leave you up on Lurk, but alas I am. Yet more reasons why the Twitch app sucks for lurkers. But thank you, Lady Aura, for being here. Tofu says, very good idea. Gertie, I must go because I'm exhausted. I have to go to sleep. Thank you so much for a kind donation. That was beyond amazing. We raised so much today. I'm very grateful, and my sister is so thankful. No problem, Tofu. In fact, you've probably already gone with how far behind I am with chat. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate you spreading the love around the community with your big viewership as you have now. It's amazing how much your stream has grown in the past year. Goodbye for now, Tofu. Okay, we are caught up on chat. Somebody redeemed drink water a long time ago, so I'm going to do that now. It is quite hot and stuffy in here tonight. Not as bad as it was last week, but still bad.
Red Bartsia, or is it barista? Damn it, now I want coffee. Odontides Vernus.
Oh. That's better. And as soon as I do that, I have another redeem. Oh, we're 2 hours in now. LT Bago has redeemed Read from Botany book. Okay, so yeah, we typically go for about 4 hours, and after 2 hours, we take a little break to stretch and hydrate and relax. And as I say, I am a botanist in my other life when I'm not playing video games on the internet, so sometimes we do a little bit of botany. I aspire one day to be even 1% as amazing of an educator as Tofu is with her physics, but what little I can contribute with botany, I do try. I have left the game running. I think it's okay. Although, no, I'll pause it. It's alright. So, LT Bago has requested Red Bartsia, or is it Barista? Damn it, I now want coffee. Look at T Bago doing anagrams. Yes, so Red Bartsia is a plant. Red Barista is somebody at Starbucks. Definitely not the same thing. If you give me just one moment, I will fetch the botany books. So for 1,000 channel points, you can do what T Bago did. Name any British wildflower, and I will tell you about it with the aid of my unnecessarily heavy plant books here. I do have lighter ones, but it's fun this way. And if you're not familiar with any British wildflowers, then you also have the option of just picking a random page number, and I will tell you whatever's on that page. T Bago is very familiar with British wildflowers. He's actually done botany himself on occasion. So we're looking for Red Bartsia. Narcissistic says that outfit is so cute. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I did do an outfit redeem earlier, but most people weren't here, so I'll show it off again. I have an unofficial rule that I have to wear something floral at all times because I like flowers a lot, and today it's this green top, which is I like this colour. I think this is a nice neutral colour that suits me. And of course I wear spinny skirts. Like, what's the point of being a trans woman if you can't wear spinny skirts? Like, that's the whole point. Anyway. Red Bartsia. I'm looking under red and not B for Bartsia. That's why I can't find it. Bartsia. comma red. Okay. So, I will get a picture up on screen in just a moment so you can see what we are talking about. I actually did record some red Bartsia last weekend. It's not rare, but it's not that common either. It's quite fussy about where it grows. Like, it will grow throughout the country, but not... Like, you'd be unlikely to run into it if you didn't know what it was. Now then, I want a picture that shows the flower nicely, because it is a very pretty little flower. That's a good one. Let's get that up. Here we go. So it has these alternating pairs of leaves. So the leaves, one point's one way, one point's the other way, and then next pair of leaves are 90 degrees to those, and then 90 degrees to those, 90 degrees to those. So when you look at it from the top down, the leaves are in a cross shape. And you've got these lovely little pink flowers, and it's one of these where the lower flowers open first, and then you can see on this plant the bottom two flowers are going over, and then one's higher up open, and then the flowers gradually make their way up the stem. There's quite a lot of plants do that. So we shall now read about it. Narcissistic says that I was so cute. I'm obsessed with pleated skirts, and I have none. Oh, well, everybody should have pleated skirts. It's just a thing. I don't care what your gender is. You should at least try going spinny, because it's fun. Not necessarily in public, but you should try. LT Bago said, so I had this one bookmarked in my plants for order before you posted it the other day. Yes, I posted a picture of it on Discord when I recorded it. Speaking of Discord, if anybody wants to hang out in my Discord, get notifications of streams, talk to fellow Emma enthusiasts, and mostly look at me spamming pictures of pretty flowers at you, then there's a link. You are all very welcome. Izzy, a fellow trans woman, says, skirt dress go spinny is one of the best things in life, and it really is. Okay, let's talk about red Bartsia. An annual hemiparasitic herb of short, often trampled grasslands, tracks, waste places, the edges of arable fields, gravelly and rocky seashores, and salt marshes. So hemiparasitic means that the plant can leech off of other plants, but it doesn't fully. There are fully parasitic plants, which look really weird. They have no leaves at all. The leaves are like reduced to tiny scales on the stem, and they have no chlorophyll. The point of chlorophyll is that's how plants generate energy. It turns sunlight into energy for the plant. Fully parasitic plants leach all of their nutrients and energy out of the roots of other plants, and so they have no chlorophyll. So they're white, and they have no leaves, and so they don't even look like plants at all. But hemiparasitic plants can leach nutrients from the roots of other plants, but don't have to. So they still have green leaves with chlorophyll in them. The distribution of this species has not altered significantly since the 1960s. There are 3 subspecies in Britain and Ireland. The subspecies Vernus is widespread, Serotoninus is concentrated in southern Britain and Ireland, and there is a maritime species at the coast. The maritime subspecies is really, really rare. Only growing on the north coast of the Scottish Highlands. But the other 2 subspecies are fairly common. I will show you in a moment a distribution map. But I will point out that it is one of these plants where it's lucky not to have declined. A lot of plants that are fussy about their habitat, like only grow on grassland or meadows or whatever, have witnessed a significant decline in Britain and Ireland in the latter half of the 20th century due to habitat loss. This one is just about stable because it grows in so many different places. It grows in places like salt marshes, as well as on grassland. We don't really have salt marshes in North Somerset where I am, so I know it as a plant of nice open grassland areas, which are some of the nicest areas to botanise. So I always associate this plant with nice species-rich grassland. We have some redeems from Playful Plan. I shall drink some water, thank you. And we have a stretch. So in a moment I'll bring up a distribution map for red Bartsia, but I'll do my stretches first. If anybody has been watching since the beginning of the stream, it has been 2 hours. If you've been sitting down for all that time, I recommend moving about a bit, having a stretch, drinking, maybe go fetch a glass of water if you don't have one convenient. Proper self-care is important for everybody, not just streamers. Sometimes I do my stretches in full screen, but I think the plant is prettier, so you have that in full screen, and me in the corner stretching. Ooh, there we go. Oh. It might look like I'm in pain, but I'm actually very grateful that you redeemed that, because I needed to stretch. There we go. Okay. So this is of limited interest to those of you not in Britain and Ireland. But if anybody is interested in British botany and wants to see where you can see certain plants, there is a website which is available to everyone. It's public data, bsbi.org/maps. That's BSBI is Botanical Society of Britain and Ireland, so it covers the whole of the United Kingdom and Ireland, including the Isle of Man and the Channel Islands and Orkney and Shetland and all that. And you can type in the common or scientific name of any species and see where you can find it. And so yeah, the thing with red Bartsia, here is the map for red Bartsia. So this is a low resolution map. This is 10 by 10 kilometre square grid, and it looks like you can find it everywhere apart from maybe the Scottish Highlands. But if I up the resolution a bit to 1 by 1 kilometre squares, you can see that it is very much more common in some areas than others. So although you can find it everywhere in the country, occurrences are pretty few and far between in a lot of areas. So whilst its distribution is stable, it's still something that we should be conscious of its habitat and make sure that those areas are protected, because what you can see here, the Greater Ridgeway, spanning from the chalk of Wiltshire across the country north of London, is sort of its main preferred area, and then quite a few sites in Ireland as well. But the area that I am not responsible for, but the area that I record in, which is the area you see on screen now, North Somerset, there's quite a bit of it. This is one of the better places in the country to see red Bartsia. And many of these coloured squares here represent records that I made. Tibago says, there was a drink and stretch, but you got distracted by the chonk raid, and that's why I didn't redeem with my normal one. Look, I'm easily distracted at the best of times. And the tofu raid definitely counts as a valid reason to get distracted. Those lab rats. You can't trust them. I shouldn't really be saying that. A lot of them are probably still here. I have my viewer count turned off, but I'm guessing it's still somewhat above average. Thanks to lurking lab rats, who are very, very much appreciated. And maybe, you know, if they like Tofu's physics streams, maybe the botany is of interest to them. I haven't yet done a dedicated botany stream. I've kept it to this mid-stream segment of sort of 15-20 minutes each stream. I would like to do a dedicated botany stream and talk about things in more detail. But it is a lot of work. I am certainly not a full-time streamer. I have a full-time job to attend to, and streaming is what I do in the evenings to relax. And so trying to find the time to put together the material I'd need for a longer botany stream is going to be challenging. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this year, but I do hope to do it one day. And Tofu is very much inspiration for that for me. So I'll just put the books back. You can keep looking at that flower for a moment. And we shall get back into Slime Rancher. Botany class is now over. Mastina Min says, I've forgotten which pages I requested. Oh, have you requested random pages from the botany book before? I mean, if we end up talking about the same flower twice, I don't suppose anyone's going to remember or even mind. So you are more than welcome to. You can also just say, hey Emma, give me something new, and I can give people something new that I know hasn't been redeemed before. One of them was Common Sage. Yes, that's a while ago, isn't it? That was actually one of the first ever botany redeems I did, I think. Takes me back. I'm glad that people enjoy them. I know Macho is always like, yes, botany class time again. Don't worry, it's not a class, there won't be an exam. You don't have to make notes. LT Bago says, honestly at this point I'm not sure I haven't redeemed the same plants more than once. You haven't? I would probably remember if you did. Cheddar, yes, Cheddar Pink. Cheddar Pink is an extremely rare flower. Yes, that was actually a really, really relevant redeem, because it's a rare plant that only grows near Cheddar. Cheddar is in North Somerset, a few miles from me. It's like a 10-minute drive from where I am, and it's like one of the most special flowers of North Somerset. So I was really glad that somebody redeemed it, and I got to talk about it a lot. And we can always do that one again at some point, since it's such a rare one and a Somerset speciality. But yes, not something you're ever likely to come across on your own forays into nature, even if you do live in this area. Harry says, totally does not have a link to RNG in my notes. I mean, RNG is useful for a lot of things, not just picking random numbers for Emma. But I appreciate that, Harry. I'm sure it will be handy at some point. Right, I have nearly saved up 5,000 coins here, which is exciting, because it means I'll be able to unlock the next area of the ranch. So I might just relax and do a bit of plort harvesting. How many rock slimes do I have? 6. I feel like we can support more than that. So let me just go and fetch some more rock slimes. I'll fetch some more tabby slimes while we're at it, because I actually only have 3 tabby slimes. They kept turning into Largos while I was trying to harvest them. Say no to some plorts either. Okay. Don't see any tabby slimes here. There's one. Okay. Just, no, two. Okay, 2 tabby slimes, that'll do. And then I'll go and fetch some rock as well. Somebody somewhere has done the maths for how many slimes each corral can support from one vegetable plot based on what feeding speed you select on the food dispenser. It's probably all in the wiki somewhere, but I'm just going to go with have some slimes, feed them food. I'm not trying to min-max slime. Are there any more rock slimes, or have they all eaten stuff, turned into pink ones? Okay, we might have to go and fetch them here. This way. Hi Verdsky, thank you so much for redeeming your flower. And thank you for being cute. It is very important. Fear not, your flower will be coming to you just shortly. The bot is broken at the moment, so the mods will be providing your flower to you. Unless they've gone to sleep. Mods are asleep. Oh, no, there we go. T-Bagger's on it. A rough hawk bit. Very nice. That's one that's out right now. It's like a yellow dandelion type flower. But the leaves are quite different to dandelion. Yeah, I'll try and have the bot fixed for tomorrow's stream. Not sure what's happened to it. It's responding to commands. It's just not responding to channel point rewards. I don't know why that specifically is a problem today. Verdsky says, I have a headache. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Verdsky. I'm going to lurk and try to fix that with maybe a little more caffeine. I'm not sure I've ever known caffeine improve a headache, but you're welcome to try. I am going to do a shout out for you though, because Verdsky is amazing. If you are a fan of crosswords, then definitely check out Verdsky, because she does a crossword at the start of every stream. And it's not one of those cryptic crosswords that Liari likes doing. It's just the just the regular ones. She is almost certainly the only crossword channel to have a drum and bass theme song when you complete the crossword, which has to be heard to be believed. But then, you know, she's not just crosswords. After every crossword, she will have a segment where we'll go through and look up words and maybe learn new things. And then after that, we have a game. And she is in Canada, so she's a few hours behind me. So I am usually in bed by the time it gets to the gameplay. I usually manage to catch a little bit of the crossword. But it's all good. She is an excellent... on the rare occasions when I really can't sleep, I have watched the gameplay portion of Verdsky's streams and can confirm that that bit is also good. LT Bago coming in with the factoid that hawkweed smells strongly and sweetly of honey when expanded in the full sunshine. That does make it sound lovely. Verdsky says, look at your cute pens. Are you admiring my Slime Rancher setup, Verdsky? Ignore these guys, I accidentally made them into Largos. I didn't mean to do that. I'm probably going to have to dispose of them at some point and just put normal pink ones back in here. Because I already have a pen of phosphorus slimes. Also, they don't all fit. These were a lot smaller when I put them in. I'm currently trying to obtain the phosphor plorts. Don't let them get out, because then they might mix with. So the disadvantage of farming Largo slimes is you can't have them in your inventory. You can see I've got 2 tabby slimes here. I could have up to 20. These you can't put in your inventory. You can only pick up and carry like this. So yeah, don't accidentally make a bunch of them. That would be my advice. And certainly don't let them eat other slimes' plorts, because then they turn into tars, and then they kill all your slimes, which would be bad. Oops. I'll be back for those. Versky says, thank you for the shout out. Narcissistic says, caffeine is in most over-the-counter headache medications. It can help dilate the blood vessels in your brain. Narrow the blood vessels in your brain. Maybe it's just me then. Coffee always seems to give me a headache. But yeah, maybe that's just me. Whatever works for you, Versky, I hope you find something that eases things a bit. I know you've had some awkward health problems recently, and I hope you are on the road to recovery. Versky says, thank you for the fact about the smell of pork bits. Versky says, I find if I maintain my regular dosage, it keeps me on a nice equilibrium. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's because I don't have it regularly. If I ever do have it, I perhaps don't respond to it as well as I could. That makes sense. Yes, obviously, definitely do what works for you. Right, I think, good news, I have saved up enough money to buy the dock expansion. That chicken just got thrown across the floor by that boom slime exploding. I saw that. I'm just going to drop off these tabby slimes, and then I think it was 5,000 to do this. Yes, it was. So we have a whole new area, and it comes with a free pond, including a rubber ducky, which is the slime toy for puddle slimes. Puddle slimes don't really need a slime toy because they don't get agitated through lack of food, because they eat water. And this, you don't have to fill this up, it's an endless resource. But I also have 4 new plots for more slime ranching shenanigans. And we have this rather rickety pier. It hasn't been maintained very well, has it? Which has this on it. So these little beacons were left behind by our predecessor, the slime rancher who came before us and who just upped and left one day. A view of the sea really reminds you of our greater purpose, Beatrix. The sea was the first great unknown, then space, and then whatever is beyond all that. The need to see what's around the next corner is in my bones, and since you're out here, I reckon it's in yours too. Though I suppose you could also be out here because you like the fresh air, or you prefer the untamed beauty of this land, or maybe it's because you're looking to leave something far behind you. Sure is the way to do it. It doesn't get much further than this. I get that. Personally, I'm in a weird spot with regards to that sort of thing. I mean, I love exploration games. IRL, I do a lot of exploration of a small area. Well, I say small area. North Somerset is about 2,000 square kilometres. It's not a small area, but it's on the scale of things compared to, you know, going to Vietnam for your holiday or something. But yes, in the name of botanical recording, my intention is to cover pretty much everywhere in Somerset. So I know it like the back of my hand, but there's always more to explore. And I think that's a good balance. I'm always out in nature finding new things, but I'm also close to home. Now then, you guys look hungry because I keep neglecting you. So you have some food, but also you have some food. Yeah, it's a delicate balancing act. I'm going to have to get a second chicken coop just to keep even these few slimes satisfied, I think. Thank you, Narcissistic, for the lurk. Enjoy your weekend. And thank you for dropping by. So there is one more area of the ranch that I haven't unlocked, which is the lab. That's the most expensive area. I think it's 10,000 coins to unlock. But that's more focused on like late game stuff, like crafting and stuff. So I'm not in any hurry to unlock that. I think I'll probably finish building and upgrading the rest of the ranch before I unlock that. So that's what I'll be spending my money on next. Now then, you guys, I'm going to take over to the pond in the docks, because that way I can use this to grow another veggie, and then I can put another veggie slime into this corral. That was my plan. So let's demolish that plot, build a garden. I don't know what I'm going to grow in there yet, but we'll get to that. And then you guys, this is a little bit out of the way. Well, once I upgrade my sprint thingy, I can get to it more easily. That's okay, as long as I swing by every so often to see how these guys are doing, and also the people who will be here eventually. That will be okay. And then, yeah, the next thing I want to do is use that key that I got to unlock the mossy area. I can't remember what it's called. It's mossy something. I keep wanting to say Mossy Meadows, but that's not what it's called. Mossy Meadows is a moderator in a stream that I watch. And has nothing to do with this game, I think. So yeah, we can start spending our money on upgrades. Like we can get plort collectors for every corral now, which makes things a bit easier. All I have to do is shoot food into here and then press this to get the plorts out. Playful Bland says, let's see how long it takes for you to remember where the door to the moss blanket, that's what it's called, thank you. Well no, I know where the door for that is. It's only the indigo quarry that was really confusing me. But the door from there goes into the temple thing, not into the moss blanket. So the door to the moss blanket is this way. We will go there now. Because I did already feed the tabby Gordo, who lives behind here. Then there's an area of feral slimes just here. And then it's easy to find because you've just got this long bridge. I do wonder if it's possible, because if you go this way, I've never tried this, and I won't yet, at least until I've upgraded my jetpack. You get to this, which is just like the end. There is an area of the Indigo Quarry just behind that rock. I wonder if it's actually possible to make it there with a fully upgraded jetpack. But I've never tried, and I'm not going to try now. But yeah, this is the door to the moss blanket. It's a bit more conspicuous than the others. And I think the moss blanket is actually my favourite area. Like a flower blooming from a rocky crack, this emerald expanse hints at what could be. Now, of course, I'm saying that because I'm a botanist, and this is the area with all the plants in it, rather than the dry, rocky areas that we've seen so far. Please go down, thank you. So yes, now we're in this lush green moss blanket, and we will see new slimes very soon. Have our old friends that... Are you feeling okay there, Mr. Puddle Slime? We have our old friends, the Puddle Slimes, but also we have some... Now, I thought cats were supposed to hate water, but these tabby slimes seem to be very at home in it. I'd like to find... I take it back, the Indigo Quarry is not the place I get lost most often. This is the place I get lost most often. I remember that now. So I will do my best to remember where I'm going. But I might be stumbling around confusedly for a bit. Okay, yeah, so this is the door to the temple from here. You can go from the mossy area to the temple. You can go from the Indigo Quarry to the temple. And what I need to find is the map. There's a little beacon in each zone that gives you a map. Once I've got that, I can actually see where I am, and it's a lot easier. But I can't remember where it is. So, and also I've come to a dark area at night time again. That was a mistake. It's a bit easier to follow in the daytime what's going on. Oh, that's where I came in. So I need to go this way, I think. Or possibly this way. Harry's posted an emote called Frogmoo Bounce. And Harry is saying, that's not a bounce. That's a vibrating frog. I do have a flashlight, as Playful Pen points out. It doesn't do all that much, let's be honest. But I guess I'll keep it on while it's dark. Here we are. This is the map, I think. There we go. Yeah. So now you can see a bit better what's going on. The new slimes I want to check out are these rather spiky looking island areas. So we're going to head up there. This first area I think is all slimes that we've come across before. Oh, but actually, yeah, here are the Briarheads. So, a real wild bird that loves to ramble in the bramble is the Slimepedia entry. So, briar hens are the favourite food of boom slimes. We already have some boom slimes, but we're going to want to start another chicken coop. So I'll make sure to bring some of these back with me. No, Harry, sorry, says that torch is as good as any typical game torch. Yeah, which is to say not very good. It's like you can sleep in this game, it's just I usually don't bother because there's not really any reason to. Your character doesn't get tired out and need to rest They will have to rest if they lose all their hit points, but apart from that... See, look at this area, look how pretty it is, look at all these flowers. Emma is happy because she's in the bit with the flowers. Ow. Oh, you're actually angry, okay. But yeah, here's the first new slime type. So that is a honey phospholago, and this... Oops. Come here. This is a honey slime. Nothing is sweeter than a recently produced plort of honey. Also, yeah, this is happening. Let's try not to think about it. This area, there's so many different slime types all next to each other that this is pretty much inevitable. You've got pink, phosphor, boom, tabby, honey, all sharing the same area. There's some more bright hens, so I'll definitely have you. You're not a bright hen. Oops. I'm attempting to get this guy over the fence. These guys do damage you, but it's so slow that they're not really a health hazard. They're less of a health hazard than the normal slimes. Oh dear. I'm just going to run away because there's a bit too many of them to deal with. I was hoping to find more honey slimes. Ooh, a box. Okay, I don't need those things. I can't remember where the honey slimes spawn. Because more than one would be nice. But I will take any briar hens I can get my hands on, because they're useful. Ah, honey slime. Thank you. So honey slimes, I believe, eat fruit. Yeah, so their favourite fruit is something I don't have yet. Is it the pears? I think it might be the pears. But yeah, somewhere there's honey slime's favourite fruit, and I'm hoping to find some, because then I can take that back with me as well. This teleport actually teleports you back to the range, which is very useful because we are all the way over here and the range is all the way over here. However, it's only a one-way teleport. Some of them are two-way. The one in the Indigo Quarry is two-way. But this is one-way. So don't go in there, like on my first playthrough, I went in here straight away, like, oh, where does this go? And then I had to walk all the way back here. Oh, it's not a pear, is it? It's the mint. Yeah, the mint mango. That's right. Thank you once again, Playful Plan, for confirming. Yeah, the mint mango is the honey slime's favourite, which is odd because it's mint flavoured. You'd think they'd want something honey flavoured. Yeah. How would it taste? Well, of all the fruit in this game, that one's probably the easiest to find out how it would taste, because you could just get a mango and get some mint and combine them. Ugh. Oh, this is where the hunter slimes live, isn't it? Yeah, this area is dangerous. I highly advise you have a jetpack and a few upgrades before tackling what's ahead. The land is all broken and twisted, and there's plenty of feral slimes coming who won't... plenty of feral slimes about who you won't see coming before they blast you right into the sea. Yeah, so that's the area where you unlock hunter slimes, which I do want to get at some point, but I'd like to get mint mangoes for my honey slimes first. I just can't remember where they grow. Possibly when it gets daytime again, I'll be able to find them. There's also there's a way you can climb up and like get on top of these pipes and everything like that, which I think is Yeah, are those mint mango trees up there? You guys would have eaten the evidence by now. Playful plans, there's only Hunter Largos that way. Oh, there's only Hunter Largos. Okay, there is a way to get normal Hunter Slimes. I possibly have forgotten what it is. Oh, it's that bit over... Yeah, actually, I do know where it is. It's over there. Yeah, so... most of this stream is going to consist of Emma wandering around lost. Sorry about that. Future streams will consist of Emma somewhat knowing where she's going. Although only somewhat. I'm not making any big promises here. Not sure where I'm going, it's just fun to fly. Please regenerate your stamina, thank you. I don't think this is the official way of getting to this area. I think there's an easier way in. But we're going this way now. So there's an area over here. Which you can... I think this is where you're supposed to exit the area. I think I'm doing this area backwards. But that works for me. Hello Autumn, thank you for redeeming your flower of the day, which is a Germander Speedwell. Lovely tiny little blue flower. Yeah, this is where you get normal sized Hunter Slimes, I think. Is it where you get mint mangoes? That's the question. Dear. I see tar slimes in the near future here. Oh, never mind, they've already started. This area just has so many different types of slime that it's inevitable that it pretty much happens continuously. I mean, they all look like they're having fun, right up until they're not. I like how the tabby slimes, they don't eat vegetables, but they'll pick things up in their mouths and carry them around. I think that's really cute. Not sure I necessarily have the jetpack to make it over there, so I might go back. I can go round the long way. Ah, we have another one of these. Have you ever been in love, Beatrix? Makes you feel all achy inside, like a day after your soul's been to the gym. That's the best way I can describe it anyway. It also realigns your thinking to something you swear is downright alien. All those things you thought really mattered suddenly don't. Changes you entirely. Can't recommend it enough. Not sure. Say I've truly ever been in love. I'm asexual and I'm not aromantic, but I do have difficulty separating friendship from romantic feelings if I'm like someone a lot, I think. So hard to say. It's a nice little mushroom jumping puzzle here. Not sure where we're heading, but maybe the journey is the destination. Or maybe... Ah, here we go. This is where we were heading. Oh, but there's nothing up here. Silly chickens growing in the area where the meat-eating slimes live. You'd think natural selection would have sorted them out by now, but apparently not. Chibago says, finally got a shout out in Nespapa's stream while your game was set to Cthulhu Saves the World Super Hyper Enhanced Championship Edition Alpha Diamond DX Plus Alpha Fez HD Premium Enhanced Game of the Year Collector's Edition without avatars. Is that a real game, Tibago, or did you just find what the length limit was on the text box for your stream category? It's a real game? Okay. In that case, I think a developer somewhere found a length limit for the text box of what is your game title on Steam or something similar, would be my guess. Have you ever actually played it though? Because I know you've never streamed it, but have you actually played it, or did you set it as your stream title? As a joke. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those shout-out commands that says what game you were playing last. I only have regular shout-out. So, you can't do that on my stream, but I would let you if I did. Right, now it's daytime. Maybe we can find some mint mangoes. They were going for the Guinness Book of World Records record. Okay. Where am I? Okay, I'm here now. Oh, there's another area over here, isn't there? I keep forgetting all the areas that they have in the Mossy Meadows. It's like, yeah, this whole area is sort of, oh no, yeah, too many slimes of different types in the same space is what it's actually full of. I need to be quick. If you want to get pure slimes of one type, you have to get in there fast before... yeah, this is the other end of this long jump I wasn't sure I could make. You have to get in there fast before they all start combining with each other and turning into tars and largos. I've still only got 2 honey slimes. Right, all of you guys are going off there. Yep. There you go. Bye. See you later. Go. Be gone. Adios. Oh god, there's more of them. Right, you come here. At what point do you just give up? Eat. Rip that chicken. Yeet, yeet, yeet. 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 Are we done? Take 1,000 tars is not actually an achievement in this game, Matcha, but a good suggestion. Okay, are any honey slimes spawning? Doesn't look like it. Divago says the game itself, referring to that really long named one, is a pixel-based RPG, similar to the early Final Fantasy games, but tentacles. Okay. Not sure if Final Fantasy but tentacles is something I should be playing, so I probably won't check it out. But thank you for letting me know about the world record longest name, Tibago. That was quite interesting. There's an area over here. Oh god, they're back. I just want to see what this is. Oh, it's oh yeah, there's a Gordo up here. Yeah, there is another honey Gordo. So this is the guy that you want to feed mint mangoes. He won't be on the map, but I can remember he's just over there. That's okay. Playful Plan says there's an achievement for holding a tar for 15 seconds. Do you think I should get the health upgrade before I try this achievement? Yeah, I can't hold it any longer. I like how it when you point at a tar, it says diet, slimes, meat and ranchers. Yeah, I think you have to have the health upgrade before you can get that achievement. Let me... Oh, that's a... I thought that was a fruit. Why did I think that was a fruit? These aren't fruits, they're boom plorts. I was like, shall I feed one fruit to the Gordo so I don't forget it's there? But it's alright. I know where it is. But I should remember to come back here. Oh, that's just a normal hen. Remember to come back here with a bunch of mint mangoes once I have them. We have another sign. The Moss Blanket may seem like an ancient jungle of sorts, but the fact is that much of what you see here wasn't even around when I first began exploring this land. At this rate, I reckon it won't be long before this greenery completely overtakes the far, far range. Interesting. Well, I certainly approve of spreading plant life to previously desolate places. Thank you to my predecessor for doing that. Where am I now? Oh, I'm heading back to the entrance. I don't want to be this. I want to be this other side, don't I? Emma is... I feel like in real life I have quite a good sense of direction, but in video games I just... If it's a 3D game I just immediately get lost every time. I'm alright when it's... it's just something about the way 3D games work. Playful Plan says, I like the idea of this place just being called Blanket. I suppose before the plants came along, yeah, it wouldn't have been called Mossy Blanket, so... Would it have just been called Blanket? I like that idea. Okay. Yeah, this is... Feral boom largos are a bit scary. Ah, quick, get... No! This is... It's alright if you're planning to farm largos, or even then you've got to get the right type of largo that you're planning to use. You really have to be quick on your reflexes to actually grab a slime of the type you want before the whole thing starts devolving into largos and tar. It would be, I mean, I suppose otherwise you wouldn't have to bother making corrals, you could just, like, excuse me, you could just wander around harvesting from wild slime, so I suppose it makes sense for gameplay reasons. I thought there were mangoes here, but I could be wrong. Oh well. I can always get them another time. Actually, yeah, that's a cuberry tree. That's not a mint mango, that's a cuberry. I can see a cuberry next to it. There. Wait, I'm standing on a boom slime is risky. No, wait. Oh, no, these are... There was some. That's a cute... that's a mint mango tree. There. This is what I remember. These two trees, I think, are the only mint mangoes in this area. The Slimepedia describes it as intensely cool with a minty, fresh finish. Mint mango trees are more light green. Yes, they are. But also the cubery trees are like cube shaped as well. I do like the fact that you can tell what a tree is without it having its fruit on it. Anyway, I'm going to go through this teleport now, which is going to take me back to my ranch, which is convenient. I'm going to plant these mint mangoes here, and I'm going to put the honey slimes here. So we now have 4 types of veggie slime and 4 plots of fruit and veg to feed them with, and I think that's a good arrangement to have. Not trying to be optimal in this game by any means, but there are 8 mint mango trees in the moss blanket. Okay, shows how little I know because I only found 2 of them. Although I didn't go into the hunter slime area, so maybe there's more there. So the next thing I want to do is make another chicken coop and put the briar hens in it. I'm going to have to borrow a roostro from... we did have 4 roostros, but one of them has gone elder. Okay, in that case I'll leave 2 roostros in here, 1 in here. Yeah, having to constantly replenish the roostros is, I find a bit annoying about this game. But there we go. We'll also bring some of you. So, the point is we now have the favourite food of both the boom slimes and the tabby slimes. The stony hen is the favourite food of the tabby slimes, who are all very hungry, but at least they're very hungry in sync with each other. There we go. And the briar hens are the favourite food of these guys. So we can look forward to lots of boom thoughts now. And I will continue to just catch any wild chickens I see, because the coops are a bit slow at producing new ones, so we have to sort of supplement them with whatever's running around outside. Oh, let me also upgrade the walls on this. I can't afford to upgrade the walls on that. I will come back later and upgrade the walls on that. Ow. None of them are in the Hunter Largo area. Well, Playful Plan is just more observant than me, or has just played this game longer. How many hours do you have in this game out of interest, Playful Plan? Okay, time to make some money. There we go. Yeah, see this, I've still got to upgrade all the crops as well. You can upgrade the soil and then they produce veggies faster, which means you can support more slimes on the same plot and all that sort of goodness. So we will hopefully soon be at a point where everything is upgraded. Speaking of which, I need to upgrade my vac thing as well, so I can hold more than 20. Because I'm constantly producing more than 20 plots of things, and it's always full. How much is that upgrade? 350. It's not much. We'll get that. Oh, let's also get the heart module, so next time a tower comes along we can hold it for 15 seconds. There we go. So you see now I can hold 30 of something instead of only 20, which is helpful. Probably up the rate of food on this one. This one has not got as many slimes in it. Let's put a milk collector on this one as well. Oh, well, I've obviously forgotten to collect the plorts from this one for a while. Something you have to be very careful of when collecting plorts is don't stand here, because if you accidentally pick up too many plorts, they'll just spill out of the dispenser, and they can go into the corral next to this, and then turn these slimes into rad rock hybrids. Don't ask me how I know that. And also, yeah, keep an eye on how full it is, so you don't overfill it. There we go. Now we're making serious money. Of course, the more I buy these, the more I sell these plorts, the more the cost of plorts will go down. And the less money I'll make, but it still works out okay in the end. This one is fully upgraded, isn't it? Oh, it hasn't got the music box. I should probably put music boxes on them all, but I'll make that the last thing I do. So that. Oh, and I don't need the solar shield if they're not phosphorus lines. I'll put an auto feed on this one. An auto feed on that one. Nutrient soil on that one. Nutrient soil on that one. And this will mean we can earn money much more quickly. Playful Plan says, in total I have only 25 days and 16 hours worth of playtime. That's quite a lot. It doesn't take that long to beat this game if you're not going for like absolutely 100% of everything. So I'm impressed. I also have far too much playtime in certain games. Dwarf Romantic has to be one of my most played. But I did a lot of streams of that. Okay. Right, we want nutrient soil and sprinklers on that one. And we have harvested our first mint mangoes. We haven't really found enough honey slimes to make a decent money with. But next time we go back to the mossy area, we can find more, hopefully. This can be on slow because we've only got 4 of them. That one probably should be on this one. Yeah. Yeah, 616 hours. That's a lot of hours. I think my most played game is actually Team Fortress 2. That was back in my younger years when I could still play first-person shooters. I think I had over 1,000 hours in that. I don't really get on with that sort of game anymore, and my viewers don't get on with that sort of game either. Some of them don't even particularly like 3D games. So. I mostly stick to puzzle games now, and the occasional fun casual game like this one, especially if my viewers vote for it. This was a poll on the Discord that chose this game. I think I'm almost at the point where I've got enough money to upgrade everything here. At least the upgrades that I need. I do want to get these also for the coops. So I need a little bit more. We'll get it on this one first. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what the optimal number is here, but I try to leave 3 or 4 hens to breed with the roostros, and then feed the remaining hens, and then only feed the roostros if they get to elder roostros. I'm hoping that's a good way of doing it. Okay. Oh, these corrals aren't upgraded either, which I can't afford to do now. So yeah, we do have a little bit more earning to do before we can manage that. Do I dare risk getting these plots? LTBago has over 63,000 hours logged in Final Fantasy XI, which, to be fair, I think is your favourite game. That's safe to say. But that's just your logged in times, assuming there's a significant amount of AFKing going on there. At least I hope there is. If there isn't, then maybe it's time you found a new game to go. Like, there are other other games exist in the world, and some of them are probably fun as well. Oh, I was about to head back, and then I remembered, hang on, I have puddle slimes, and they're just chilling down here in the water. They've probably made me some plorts. Have maybe some plorts. Careful now, don't go climbing out of the water, that would be a shame. LTBago says been playing for 18 years, which I think is as long as the game's been out. Most of that is retail, and 10,000 on my current private server. Wow, okay, yes. Sorry, just need to do something quickly. Okay, yeah, so 63,000 hours is 7 years. So TBago has been logged into a Final Fantasy XI server for roughly half the time that the game has been in existence. And it's been in existence for 18 years. You must really like that game. I mean, I used to watch Lady M play that game. I was more there for the dwarf, of course, but To me, it just seemed like your regular early 2000s MMO with slightly dated graphics, but I can see that obviously somebody who's been playing it that whole time is going to have a very close attachment to it, so I fully understand and support that. But, you know, there are other games. 22-year-old game, I was late to the party. Well, you've certainly made up for that. We can say that you've made up for being late to the party. There can't be many people who have that many hours in it. I don't think these guys are hungry. Fair enough. Suit yourselves. I suppose I need to upgrade this plot as well. There we go. And oh, I should probably have an airnet on this one at the very least. There we go. Don't really want them getting out. Especially not with those Largos over there that I created by mistake. Okay, have yourselves some old onions. Yeah, the biggest mistake you can make when doing the actual ranching part of Slime Rancher is having the wrong inventory slot selected and shooting plorts into a corral. The biggest mistake you can make is shooting plorts into a Largo corral and then creating cars, but creating Largos you didn't want is also annoying. So you have to pay attention to what you have selected, as I failed to do earlier. So I wonder these guys haven't escaped yet, to be honest. Oh, I can't. I'm going to put a plort collector on that one just so I can actually get the plorts. Tibago says Final Fantasy XI is the Dark Souls of MMOs. There's zero hand-holding. To be honest, I've never really been into MMOs. No judgment of those who are. It's just not really my sort of game. So my knowledge of what MMOs are like very much comes from World of Warcraft and I guess to a lesser extent RuneScape. Not that I've played either of those very much, but I've seen people play them. So, yeah, I respect that there are other options out there. So I just need to stretch myself a bit. Oh. Better. I'm just going to go round and round harvesting food and feeding it to the slimes for a bit until I have the upgrades I want, and then we'll do some more exploring. I think it might be worth me getting some more phosphor slimes. I'm clearly producing food faster than the slimes can consume it. How many have I got? 6. Yeah, I can probably have twice that, like 12. I will do so. Yeah, these guys as well. Got this on high speed and it's still not using them all. It means we're getting lots of rock sorts, which is good. Oh, I keep forgetting to use this thing. I should really remember to do it. Right, you're the chicken dude, aren't you? Oh no, you're not the chicken dude. You're that guy. Okay, I can do those things then. That's good. What is it? 5 minty things, 2 of them, 3 of them. Once you've done enough quests with certain characters, you unlock extra bonus mini-games, which I am looking forward to. I should probably have retrieved those mint mangoes before the slimes just ate them. Oh well. Some more will grow soon. I think this would be enough for all the upgrades. Yeah, I'm not going to get scare slimes because if everything is going correctly, there shouldn't be any slimes here outside of the corrals. I will get music boxes though, just to keep the slimes calm if I can't feed them for a bit. You don't need the solar shield unless it's a phosphorus slime. You're upgraded. This one needs that and that. I have 2 thoughts waiting for me. That's all. And finally put a hot collector on this one. That's the feeding button. I want this button. So you can use the auto plort collection with Largos that produce 2 types of plort. That's why it has these 2 sections, one of which there's 1 plort and 1 doesn't. Still not quite grown. They always seem to grow slower if you're waiting for them. Or is that just me? Yeah. The other, you do see the veggie slimes and the vegetable plots will just run endlessly. The veggies will grow forever, and you can harvest them forever. This, you do constantly have to go out and find new roostros because they do age. The music box is a good idea for these guys because they're going to be unfed most of the time. Like watching a kettle boil, says T-Bag. Yes. Hello, Auntie Zara. Welcome in. Auntie Zara says, hi, Gertrude. I hope you're well. I'm doing alright. We're having a little cozy Slime Rancher session here. I am currently just wandering around feeding things to slimes and selling them and making a bit of money. But we will be doing some exploring soon. We've already done some exploring today and we only got slightly lost. I'm lying, we got lost constantly. But that's okay. The journey is the destination, as they say. Rip chickens. Yeah, this game is not vegan friendly. There are veggie slimes and there are meat-eating slimes. You can crossbreed the slimes and end up with only veggie slimes and still get all the plorts. So you can choose to play the game in a more ethically vegan way if you want to. But there are still wild slimes and they will eat wild chickens and there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop them. So yeah, it's there's only so much you can do. I'm going to speed this up, even though I don't think they need that much. Auntie Zara says, this looks lovely. I've not seen anyone play it before. It seems very cozy. Yeah, so there's kind of two parts to the game. One is this sort of ranch area where you have these corrals where you farm these slimes who are ridiculously cute little bouncy happy things. And then the whole rest of the game is exploring the vast open landscape, finding and collecting wild slimes and the foods that they like, and unlocking doors and all that sort of thing. And yes, discovering weird new fruits like the mint mango, which is the favoured food of these guys. Some of those in there, but I do also need some for this quest. I will do a bit of exploring in a moment, Auntie Zara, and show you that aspect of the game. But yes, this part is very much farm the slimes, sell the slime plorts, which is what the slime produce, for money, use the money to buy upgrades so you can produce more slimes so that you can make more money, repeat the usual loop of capitalism. But I do love the exploration aspect of the game as well. Let's not let these hens get loose. T-Bagger says it's cozy until it isn't. Yeah, well, so some of the slimes are more dangerous than others. The pink slimes are literally the most innocent, cheerful things in the universe. The boom slimes, you just saw. The boom slimes can be a little bit temperamental. They also eat chickens. Which, yeah. I think it's probably time we did a bit of exploration. It's actually, I don't usually bother sleeping in this game, but I'm going to sleep just to keep the stream more watchable, because you can see where you're going in the daytime. Oh, and I have letters. Oh, from Ogden Ortiz, whose quest I just completed. You seem to be making a name for yourself, and I like your style. So let me cut right to the chase. I'd like to offer you a job, doing a little side work for me. I've got a chunk of land on the outskirts of my property that has access to a place called the Wilds. A land of primitive feral slimes, and dangerous as all get out, but also home to a delicious rare fruit that I love. If you're up for a challenge, come on down to a little retreat of mine near the Wilds and learn more. I found a derelict teleporter on your network that I've activated on your ranch. It'll take you right to it. Hope to see you there. Okay. Well, I guess we've got a new side quest. There's also this. The Death Hike. Oh yeah, so Casey is a loved one who we have left back home to come out here to the far, far range to fulfill our dream of being a slime rancher, which is definitely a job for people who enjoy being in the middle of nowhere on their own. I can relate. Hi B, do you remember when you took me hiking? I still didn't know how serious you were about the whole outdoors thing then, and your idea of a hike just about killed me. I showed up in normal clothes and shoes, and you were decked out and had a pack and gear. It was a nightmare for me. I think it was around the 5 mile mark when I was drenched in sweat and ready to collapse that I realised our idea of fun was two very different things. Also, you weren't even out of breath then, and I still totally hate you for that. Casey. Yeah, my idea of fun is probably more like me. I have done much longer than 5 mile walks for fun, believe it or not. So this resonates with me. Right, I am going to sleep until morning. I love the little slime plushie on the bed as well, it's so cute. Yeah, so I was going to go exploring the world, but I think the game wants me to visit Ogden's retreat. So, okay, I thought it was this teleporter, but it's not. It's the one around here. This one. Okay, I guess this is Ogden's house. I have to say it's rather bigger than ours. I guess he's been in this job a bit longer than we have. We also can't go into his garden, which I suppose makes sense. Location unknown. We have no idea where this is. It's back to our ranch. Hiya Beatrix, thanks for coming down to my retreat and hearing me out on my offer. So let's get right down to business. I built this place years ago as a little vacation spot for myself. Let me just move my face cam. Later on, I realised that it neighbours a cluster of islands filled with primitive saber slimes. I called these islands the Wilds, and after exploring them, they revealed their true secret, the rare Cucadoba fruit. What's a Cucadoba? Why, it's only the most delectable, irresistible fruit in the known universe. Well, most people say it tastes like rotten cheese, but they're wrong. Anyway, I soon became obsessed with Cucadobas, but I found myself quickly becoming too old and too slow to deal with the risk. You see, the Wilds are home to hordes of feral slimes, the descendants of the ancient saber slimes that once hunted these lands. Collecting Cucadobas is dangerous. And that's where you come in. I'll happily reward you for collecting these sweet, sweet Cucadobas for me. Just deposit them into this custom range exchange here and we're in business. Collect enough of them for me, and I'll start by giving you my secret miracle mix for your gardens. I'll also reward you with a block of my special spicy tofu for every 3 Cucadobas. Oh no. I hope that spicy tofu isn't tiny and toxic. It's a shame she's gone to bed. I'll have to tell her she's in this game. I've activated the teleporter to the Wilds here at the retreat, and it's now yours to explore as you see fit. Just know that the warp network there is a little buggy. You won't always arrive at the same place, and you'll have to find a working teleporter to make your way back. It's buggy, I know, just be prepared. Okay. The wilds can be a dangerous place, so check your Slimepedia if you need a handy guide. It's reassuring. I guess this is Ogden's ranch. I can't help but notice that none of the plots have anything in them. Ogden, have you been doing any slime farming at all, or have you just been collecting nice fruits? Okay, I guess this is the delectable Cucadoba fruit. So 3 of them gets me 1 piece of tiny toxic tofu. And 75 of them get me whatever that thing at the top is. Which looks like an upgrade of some sort. Okay. What's the worst that could happen? The wilds. Filled with the deepest roots of the slime family tree. So I believe there is... Oh, I can't really hang around here, can I believe that there is a new kind of slime here, but not one that I can... I can't take with me and grow on my ranch. It's like fixed to being here. Likewise, I can't take those fruits with me and have those on my ranch. This is like a special area. There we are. Cucadoba. You'd have to be crazy to collect these things. Yeah, I can see why. So, the first challenge is find the Cucadobas. These are the hunter slimes. Yeah, we hadn't seen these yet, but these are hunter slimes. Ow. The first challenge is collect these. The second challenge is don't die and find a teleporter. What is this? I thought maybe I could put a fruit in here. That is in fact not what you do. Okay, ow, ow. That is teleporter, but it doesn't go anywhere. Ooh, I think. This is not the time and place to be gathering ornaments, but apparently I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I probably should have bought some more health upgrades before I came here. What is that over there? It looks like a Gordo or something. I don't know how to get there though. No. Just thinking if I stay up here, maybe the slimes can't get to me, which would be nice. Yes, for anyone like Auntie Zara seeing this game for the first time, the rest of the game is more like this, except that the slimes aren't all trying to kill you. They're mostly just being cozy. But the exploration part is the same. Thank you. Don't need this carrot. Still need to find a teleporter. No, I'm not there. Tobacco says, if you know, you know, got added to the Cambridge Dictionary. Abbreviations are out in Scrabble. Depends, but also Tournament Scrabble doesn't use the Cambridge Dictionary, so you would have to wait and see if Collins followed suit before deciding if it's going to be usable in Scrabble. No, I can't get up there, that's a shame. Hoping I could cheese this. I do think staying high up is the solution, because it looks like the slimes don't pursue you if you're way up here in the sky. Oops. Okay, this was a mistake. Help. Okay. Well, at least I didn't die to the slimes. But yeah, this is what happens if you fall in the water in this game. You lose 12 hours and you wake up back at your ranch. Matcher says that chicken must have been sitting in a box for a long time. Yes, not quite sure how you have a box with chickens in it. Also, I lost my ornament, which is a shame. I hope I can get a replacement. Well, that's the challenge of Ogden's Ranch. Now we know about it. I think I might go back to that later when I've got more upgrades. Yes, exactly, Harry. We have sadly failed the challenge. But that's okay. We can try as many times as we like. Yeah, no, the character absolutely cannot swim in this game whatsoever. Oh, I have another star mail. Oh, another reminiscing mail from Casey. The van. It wasn't that bad. You just don't have the fortitude to make it as an artist, I guess. Beatrix the Bow can climb a mountain before breakfast, but can't spend a few days in a modestly accommodated, breaks down only half the time, vintage touring van. You were so miserable, I still laugh about it. But I really did appreciate it for those few days. It was great to have you in the crowd. That van still runs, by the way. Well, thank you, Casey. Okay, nothing more from Ogden. Let's speak to Thora. Up too late last night, need a few things. I don't really want to give you 4 crystal slimes, to be quite honest. I might pass on that one. I don't have many crystal slimes right now. Maybe later when I have more of them. I'll be more inclined to give you them. Unfortunately, because passing out makes you basically sleep for an extra day, and I'd already just slept for a day, I'm now way behind on actually doing anything at the ranch. You can see there's fruits everywhere and all the slimes are going to be hungry, so I will need to catch up again. But then we will go exploring. And this time we'll go properly exploring, not go dying on Ogden's Ranch. Also, let me slow down these guys because they've completely filled the plort collector, and there's a queue of plorts waiting to come out. This is the problem with sleeping too long. Chores don't get done. Yeah, be very careful not to let the plorts into the other slime's corral. It's definitely a design flaw. If this place ever had a safety inspection, I'm sure they'd point out, why don't you just have the plort collectors for these corrals over this side, and then there's no risk of cross-contamination. But no, they put it on this side. Well, you're relatively safe against tars as long as you have fully upgraded corrals and small slimes, and they haven't gone that long without food. It takes them a while before they'll actually try to start escaping, if they're just regular slimes. and they've been fed and their corrals are upgraded. At least we're getting more money. Still need to do something about that bot over there. But Emma is lazy. I like the noise it makes when your backpack is full. This one graded. Oh, yeah. Get music box on that one. And they're clearly all hungry. Okay, just gonna shoot some food straight in there. I guess we're getting bonus phosphor plorts that we wouldn't have got otherwise. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if the feeding things should feed immediately when you put food in if they were empty. They don't seem to work that way. There we go. Maybe we'll even get to 10,000, then we could unlock the lab area, which is a whole extra dimension to the game once you have that unlocked. Chickens, how are my chickens doing? Ah, right, yeah, we have no roostro in this area yet, so we actually need to find and bring back another roostro. Otherwise we can't keep any more hens, which would be a problem. And they don't spawn naturally here. You'll notice there are hens outside the pens. They just spawn automatically. But it's always hens, not roostros. Which is a problem. Oh, this has 2 roostros. Okay, we can put one over here for now. But we will run out eventually. Keeping 4 should be enough. Yeah, even though we've only got 5 dabby slimes, they always seem to be hungry. Let's put a feeder in this one. Some stony hen. I'll feed most of them to you directly though, because you're clearly hungry. You can have that one as well. Oops. I missed. And you can have music box and auto feeder. I don't need to get solar shield for these, so about fully upgraded now. Ow. Annoyingly, you have to go right round the back of this one to collect the blocks. Sam says, Emma, my eyelids are getting heavy, so I must go to bed. Thank you for the stream. Yes, it is getting late. I will be going to bed myself in just a few minutes. I usually end after 4 hours. So that's, yeah, just another 10 minutes and I'll be going as well. Thank you for being here, Sam. Matcha says the chickens look so funny when they flop around shot out. Yes, let me just demonstrate what happens when you shoot out a chicken. Plonk. Plonk. It does a little roll. Now, are the coops upgraded? We would like our chickens to be in comfort, apart from the bit where they get eaten. No, you still need upgrades. There we go. Right, I think that's pretty much everything now. There are no upgrades for the pond. The pond is just a pond. Take some thoughts from you guys. Oops. Go. Eventually I'll unlock more slimes that I can keep down here so you guys aren't quite so lonely. Okay. There's one specific place I would like to go exploring, which I think we can probably get done before the end of the stream. And that's back here. So once you get the upgraded this area, you have like a shortcut to this side of the range. And there's definitely things here that I didn't fully check out. Like there's some islands here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's another Tabi Gordo. So we've already been to one Tabi Gordo, but there's another one on that island. So we need to save up some hens and go and feed the tabby at some point. I'm not going to be able to save up enough hens now, but yeah, I'm glad I remembered it was there. Let me get just one hen and feed it so that because I was talking earlier about, oh, you can do a vegan playthrough of this game on your ranch if you cross the meat-eating slimes with veggie ones, then you can feed all your slimes a veggie diet. However, I missed out a detail of that, which is that you have to progress the game fully. You have to feed the Gordos, and the meat-eating Gordos will only eat meat. So if you are strictly vegan, then you cannot complete this game, sorry. Well, not if you are vegan, but if you don't want to roleplay as a meat-eating, as somebody who's okay with meat-eating for the purposes of the game. But I'm fine with that. So that was worth the trip, because we have 2 more ornaments. So I think we'll make that the last thing we do, go and decorate our ranch with our new ornaments. At some point I'm going to run out of space around this door, but we're not there yet. Let me think here. What would look good? We've only got one honey, so let's put the honey at the top. And then pink, pink, fuzzy, fuzzy, pink, pink. There. Perfect. Okay. Just want to see what it looks like in daylight. Yes. Ideal. So I'm going to end things there. I think we're a few minutes short of 4 hours. We're pretty much there. I might shovel a bit more food into the corrals. Just for the last few minutes. So next stream we can probably get to 10,000 money and unlock the lab. The lab is very interesting. You can actually, you don't spend money, well you can spend money, but you don't just spend money, you spend specific types of plorts to unlock specific upgrades. So you actually have to have a reliable supply of each type of plort. So you can't just have a few slimes that are the most profitable and make money from just those slimes, which you could otherwise, because you need all the plorts for the lab. So we have that to come. We can probably unlock the temple, which is the bit after the mossy area, which has my favourite slime, the quantum slime, although possibly also the most difficult slime to deal with. I seem to remember it always escaping on me. Quantum slimes like to quantum tunnel through the walls of your corrals, I think. But we have all that to come next time. I also need to I still have too many plorts in some of these. This one is very much overfull, so I'll need to spend a few minutes clearing them out. It is a nice feeling to come up here with a full inventory of plorts and just put them all in. And also, you can try and see like how far away can you be and get one in. Right here. Yep. Like here. Yep. Just showing off now. But it goes faster if you stand right next to it. There's 10,000! Okay. I'll unlock the lab now and then we can look at it next stream. I think it was 10,000. It is 10,000. Slime Science. You've unlocked the lab, a special ranch expansion that will allow you to create gadgets using slime science. Head on over to the barn and get started. Kobe plorts, says T-Bagger, exactly. So yeah, the lab has, well, it has another 4 spots for corrals or gardens. But it also has this thing. So yeah, next time we will discover what on earth all this stuff is. And yeah, this area could do with a bit of maintenance, I think. Yes. So this is... You put plots in here to craft with. So, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you most of all, of course, to none other than Tiny Toxic Tofu for that amazing raid. That's the biggest raid I've ever had, and hopefully at least a few people stuck around to the end and liked what they saw. I didn't get any follows today, but that's alright. You know, sometimes you have to watch for a bit before you decide if it's right for you. Thank you to everybody who redeems their flowers. Thank you Teabago for patiently handing them out. Thank you to Tofu for the resub as well as the raid, as well as whoever the anonymous gifter was, who very generously gave a gift sub out. Luke's World says we can't follow a second time, silly. I'm pretty sure the majority of the over 100 raiders who came in were not following me, because that's Tofu's lab rats. That's a different community altogether. Thank you Dandelion for resubbing earlier. Thank you to all the people who used the Gigantify feature to give me bits. Those are very much appreciated. And we will look for somebody to raid now. If anybody has any suggestions for raids, do let me know while Matcha spams emotes in chat. Let's see who's on today. We have lots of people on. We could go to Nesper. We could go to Reezy. We could go to Cucumber Cat. When did I last go to Nesper? I try to go to Nesper fairly regularly because we share a lot of viewers. Not for 2 months actually. Yeah, this today I think might be a Nesper raid unless she's on break. Sometimes she's on break when I want to raid.
Left here.
Oops, did not mean to have sound on her stream. She's not on break. Okay, I think we'll go to Nesper. Don't know if anyone suggested anything because all I can see is a wall of emotes from Matcha Catcher. Have you quite finished, Matcha? If so, I will get this. No, you haven't finished. Okay. If so, I'll get this raid started. I would quite like to put a raid message up. So, Matcha, if you wouldn't mind not spamming emotes for just a moment, so that I can do that, we're going to raid the Nesper. I did give her a shout out earlier. She was briefly in the stream. Plays a lot of retro NES games. She's doing Donkey Kong today. Very fun streamer. Reads and responds to every chat message. Has a big focus on self-care on her streams. You really don't, Matcha. It's fine. A couple of nice emote spams are fine. You really don't need to do the volume that you do. So there is the raid ready. If you would like to spam a raid message in chat, and I'd really encourage you to do so, please use that one if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, use any emotes you like. Here are some dancing dinosaurs you can use. I'll tell you what, if you've unlocked the, let's say if you're not subscribed to me but you've unlocked the Griddy Goose, then why don't you give that one a go? Yeah, please do spam the raid message, it really helps with engagement. I am going to be back tomorrow at 8 PM for the next instalment of Spiritfarer, which has been super cozy if emotional at times. And I look forward to the next step in our journey. I'm also going to be here a Sunday at 8 PM with the next instalment of Last Campfire, which we started last week. That's more of a puzzle game and it has been a lot of fun so far. And I'll be back here same place, same time next week with the next instalment of Slime Matcha. Until then, thank you all very much for watching and bye for now.